November. We need to be grateful to God for keeping us all till today. Tomorrow will be 1st of December, right? Yes, I'm grateful to God for my life and the life of my wonderful followers. We all will celebrate this Christmas and New Year with good faith, with good health, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back here again. I appreciate every one of you. Please press on the like button and help us to share. I'd like to quickly verbally appreciate those of you that is already here with us right now before we continue with our presentation. We have very interesting articles and videos to present today for you guys to know where we all are coming from, or rather where we are going in Nigeria. Thank you very much, mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you always. Mother Patricia Tagbojomi, thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'd like to quickly appreciate Stella Imasevedo. Thank you so much for the super chat already. I really do appreciate this. It's a great encouragement. Thank you very much, Jacko Obedient Constant. Thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Washington Omorege. Thank you, my people. Willie, I can see right there. It's good to hear from you. CXL, Jack, Push Mom. Thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. Now, God bless you now. Help us to press on the like button, my people. Then we have Miracle B with us as well. Good evening to you, Miracle B. I appreciate your great mind. It's good to hear from you as well. Now, James in the building. Thank you, my people. Peggy Modi in the building as well. Angola Emmanuel Shooks. Thank you very much. Bright Strasser. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. And God bless you now. Please help us to press on the like button. Angie Bright, Osagie, Kelvin Gold, Osagbovo Kongai, Promise Iduboze, CXL, and many others that just coming in right now. Madam Nena, thank you very much. Good evening to you. We've missed you on the panel. Madam Nena, where have you been? Although we see you are with us every day, anyway. I see you on the comment section, just that we miss your submission. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. And God will bless you. Now, help us to press on the like button. The like button, my people. Don't fail. Just coming in right now. Yes. It's getting harder. A lot of people already complaining. And I believe many of you listening to me right now, you yourself, we are already receiving complaints from maybe members of your families or relatives or anybody affiliated to your family. They're already calling you already because of the Christmas that is around the corner. Yes, that is the situation right now in Nigeria. If you send 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira to anybody in Nigeria right now, guess what? It's not going to go anywhere. That's just the fact. So I'm even worried. How many people can we actually help this Christmas? How many? Before you can chest or boldly say you want to help 10 people. This time, I'm not sure you can, because you can't send 10,000 naira to 10 people. For me, it's not going to help anything, although it's a lift up, but it's not going to do anything for them. So if you want to help 10 people now, yeah, you yourself in abroad, you need to know that yes, a lot of money is going to leave your account, right? So that's the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. Even though sometimes or most times on this platform we've said that Nigerians are not coming out to demonstrate their displeasure and all that. We should stop sending them money and all that. But it's not easy, man. It's not easy to ignore these people. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, man. It's really hard over there now. Anyway, let's move on with our presentation. I just thought I should quickly come out to appreciate those of you that is already here with us. I'm not going to post out a link right now for those of you that would like to join the panel. Once I present two video right now, one or two videos, then I'll bring out the link. Or should I post the okay? Let me post out the link then in case anybody want to join. Let me do that. I think it's better to do it right now so that we'll have enough time for people to come in. EGDM, I can see right there. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Thanks for just coming in. A link have been posted. Please click on the link, join us, and let's talk about the things that is affecting you and I. Some of us might think that it's not affecting me. After all, I live abroad and all that. It's affecting you. It's affecting you because somebody actually cried to me the other day over a passport, in the UK. Just to renew a passport in the UK is very stressful. and is in fact the process, the extorting and all that. So these are one of the things I'm talking about. It's affecting you, it's affecting me, it's affecting all of us. So we cannot really shy away from it. That's just the truth. So I already have my people right here with me. Let me accept the people that is already here with me. My lovely brother, give us a mandate. Good evening to you, my brother. How you doing today? Okay, you are not close to your mic right now.
I'm fine. Hope you are doing okay.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you. Okay. It looks like you are busy. Let me quickly, Madam Patricia, thank you so much. I can see you already. Thank you. Good evening to you, ma. How are you doing today?
I'm blessed, Mr.
Off your camera, please.
Oh, it's not off. Oh, sorry. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Thank you again.
Thank you, ma. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let me come to everybody shortly, but let's listen to this video. That will take it from here. Now, God bless you now. Let's listen to what you guys know that yesterday, Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted the 27.5 trillion naira budget that we are not even sure what they are going to do with that money. But guess what? What happened in the House is what is actually making people talking right now. Instead of the Senate, the reps singing the national item, they were singing the praises of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's item. As you can see on that thumbnail, there's a question right there on the top. Nigeria captured? It's a question I'm only asking. I don't know about you, if it's captured or not, but I'm only asking. Because it's strange. It's strange because the way it looks right now, the judiciary have already told us that they are for APC. The INEC have told us they are for APC. Now the Senate, the reps, the most painful part of it now is now the Labour Party senators, Labour Party reps. Now wow, they say this life, hey. Sometimes, the people where you trust, if they do you something, is very painful. Labour Party reps and senators, God, I can't believe this. But meanwhile, let's take this before we come back again to analyze it properly. I appreciate you all, my people. Now, God bless you now.
However, after that budget proposal, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled to Dubai for COP28 for the climate summit, which is themed Unite, Act and Deliver. There he'll discuss severe impact of climate change on Nigeria. And you know that, we have a lot of issues with flooding, as well as erosion, drought, and national security. The president obviously must have traveled with senior delegates for that summit. We don't know who they are. We don't know the ministers. I know that the Minister of Environment will be there, as well as Minister of Foreign Affairs. But another reaction trailing the joint session of the National Assembly was a song of allegiance, "On Your Mandate, We Shall Stand," which was used to usher in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before he presented the budget. Well, let's take a listen before we come back for a discussion.
So, distinguished colleagues and honorable members, let us at this point welcome the President, a man with track record, an alumnus of the National Assembly, to present his budget estimates. Can we give him a resounding applause?
Now, on your mandate, we shall stand in the House of Senate. Now we have different various of parties right there. We have Labour Party, we have APC, we have PDP, we have ABGA, we have different parties right there. What happened to other representatives on that house that yesterday? They were singing that music together. We are in big trouble in Nigeria, my people. We are in big trouble. Let's move on.
Well, all right. Let's take some reactions. This is the big wig. His tweet reads, National Assembly singing for Tinubu. We have witnessed rubber stamp Senate under Ahmed Lawan. But this Godswill Akpabio Senate is a collection of hype men. He has moved from wearing Tinubu's insignia cap to on your mandate hyperlord, right on the floor of the Senate. Every well-meaning Nigerian must condemn this rendition of Tinubu's campaign tune in the National Assembly chamber, an evidence of outright totalitarianism. Dr. Abati.
I agree with, what do you call that person?
Big wig.
Big wig. Is that a name?
Yes.
Okay.
On Twitter.
But in any case, what he's saying makes sense.
Big wig Austin. His name is Austin.
This is how it starts. Hero worship.
Yes, sir.
This is how parliaments in Africa turn their presidents into dictators. The National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if we check both chambers, both red and green, it's a collection of members from different political parties. Labour Party is there, PDP is there, APGA is there, other political parties are there. So it's a place for lawmaking, for good governance, an oversight assembly. This kind of open sycophancy is primitive, if I may use that word. On your mandate we stand is the slogan, is the song, for the APC.
Right.
So the APC cannot hijack a bipartisan National Assembly, where there are other political parties representing the interests of Nigerians. And if you look at the result of the election, it's not every Nigerian that is standing on the mandate of President Tinubu. When the president arrives at an occasion, the appropriate thing to play is the national anthem.
Correct.
And I hope that these lawmakers are not going to pursue the idiocy of playing APC song at public events. The recognized song in Nigeria is the national anthem. If they want, and the presentation of the budget before the National Assembly is a national occasion, not an APC occasion. So that's something to be really condemned. Now, what's the first leg of the story before this?
We talked about the ministers. The
ministers not traveling. Okay. The president asked
ban.
The National Assembly, the leadership of the National Assembly, to pass the bill expeditiously. And I guess that is within the context of the plan by the government to keep to the old budget cycle of January to December, so that it's not as we used to have it in the past. You now have to run the old budget till, almost half of the year. So I think that in itself makes sense. If the National Assembly is now saying, well, due to the harmonious relationship that we have, we will pass the budget very quickly. But they are saying ministers should not travel, heads of ministries and departments and agencies should not travel, because they will be required, of course, to come and defend some of the line items and explain, and to prevent a situation whereby these lawmakers will write themselves into the Appropriation Act of Nigeria. So it's important that those heads of MDAs also show up. However, if there is proper coordination, I say coordination, I'm not saying the legislature should take directives from the executive. If there is proper coordination, if any minister has a compelling reason to travel, the National Assembly would have been informed, and everything can be very smooth. But the more important point is that the National Assembly has an obligation to do due diligence, not to use that budget to fund luxury. Nigerians don't expect that they will start importing luxury items, luxury subheads into that or constituency projects for their own interest. But otherwise, the Senate President made a number of points about the need to reduce the debt burden, the need to prioritize education, the need for diversifying the economy, the need for Nigeria to stop over-dependence on crude oil, and his point about, how to unbundle some offices, particularly ministries and agencies, either to scrap some or join some. What he needed to say really is that the Tinubu government must summon the courage to implement the Oronsaye report, which has been on the table since, so that we can plug the wastages and leakages that Akpabio was talking about. So those are the more important points that he made. But we do not expect that this show of sycophancy will continue, and not that sycophancy on your mandate will stand. They've already passed the budget before even looking at it.
All right, Rufai, if you recall, I mean, I did take this story where, you know, Tinubu had this FEC meeting and they played this actual tune. But I said it was because he had just been announced or affirmed president of Nigeria. You know, he was in a group of his people and they had to play that tune. However, it's not the first time, Dr. Abati, you are saying that they shouldn't play it in public. If you recall, during the Niger crisis, I know that the president is the ECOWAS chair. They played the same song of allegiance there.
The allegiance will be to the Constitution,
I mean,
not to an individual.
Dr. Rufai is...
I'm blowing hair.
To be honest, I will give credit to Abati today. You know, on this platform, we say it how it is. Abati's submission to me was, in fact, I applaud him. Let me put it like that. But the outburst of Rufai, where could I hear him?
This morning, because God help me. At first, shame on all our National Assembly members that were seated there where another song of allegiance was played. Shame. And if we truly had a country, if we truly had a republic, by now, those in their constituency should be sending them letters to show how disgruntled they are, and if possible, recalling them. It is that bad. We're losing a country with sycophancy. But it's not only Tinubu. It happened during Buhari's administration. Remember how people were wearing Buhari's insignia on their body? Now everybody's wearing his cap and all of them. What level of madness have we got into in this country? It's a whole new level of madness. What level of madness are we doing? At the hollow chamber? By playing that song, a partisan song, they desecrated the hollow chamber. And they must account for it. Let's go back history. Do you know what caused the first English Civil War? The king tried to overreach himself in the parliament and the parliamentarians kicked against it. King Charles I. It led to the emergence of Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector of England. The parliament is for the people of Nigeria. Parlement. The meaning of the parliament is parlement, to speak on behalf of the people. Not to do political sentiment and hypocrisy or listen to songs of allegiance posed to a certain political party. And there were some other lawmakers there, they couldn't talk. How would they be able to talk? Maybe we're telling Labour Party lawmakers, when they were part of those that collected the 160 million for cars, will they have the nerve to speak? We're telling lawmakers from other parties to discountenance that they didn't do it. But how will they be able to talk? We forget in a hurry, Oji. We forget that there are three co-equal arms of government in this country. The judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. President Tinubu is the head of one equal arm, the executive. The legislature has the head of his own arm. But we have a legislature that don't even know themselves, and they are kowtowing to the executive. They are worse than copy and paste now. They are worse than rubber. They are hype men, as Big we call them.
Hype men.
So shame on all of them for not understanding that they are a co-equal arm of government in this country, and they are singing an allegiance song
Well, all right.
to the executive. You can see where we've started.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was important to highlight it. We don't need a hype man at the National Assembly. But we'll take another story. The Kogi State governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Dino Melaye, on Wednesday announced that he will not challenge the electoral victory of the All Progressives Congress before the State Election Petition Tribunal. Melaye, who came third in the election, alleged that the judiciary is no longer independent, but a department of the APC, and called on all opposition political parties of Nigeria to boycott all future elections until the current INEC, constituted by APC members, is dissolved. Let's take a listen.
I hereby call on all political parties to boycott future elections in this country until Mahmoud Yakubu and the corrupt commissioners of INEC are completely dissolved and a new credible INEC constituted. That is when we can have democracy. If we fail to do that, participation by political parties will mean legitimizing, endorsing, and promoting the illegality that is ongoing. So I call on all political parties to boycott future elections and allow them to run a one-party state, because our non-participation will definitely will definitely deny them the legitimacy they need to carry on.
Well, I think that Dino Melaye is right on one score. If you recall, yesterday there was that Citizens Town Hall, was it on Tuesday, where the former INEC chair called for the unbundling of INEC.
People in the country now than we have had in the last 3 years. So the need to allocate resources to address this is very important. Security challenges are also issues that we have been dealing with. There has been of recent a surge in terms of the collapse of security in parts of the country. So resources need to be pumped in there. And when you talk of job creation, this has always been the mantra for every government when it comes to office, that is going to create jobs and jobs. But from what we have seen in this budget, we will fairly assess him if he was able to fund the budget and performed beyond the average as far as the scores are concerned. But as far as I know, that the figures now shows that we are going to service a debt with 8 trillion, and then we're going to borrow 8 trillion, and then we're going to service it with 7 trillion. It means we're not going much away from the debt as it is now. Yeah. And then when you also look at the capital expenditure and the debt servicing, there have been a significant improvement comparative to what we have had last year. And debt servicing under Buhari.
All right, guys, I want you guys to get this analysis very, very right. We are borrowing 8 trillion, then you service it with 7 trillion. It's like you are borrowing £8,000 and your interest is £7,000, right? If I'm wrong, somebody can educate us later on. But let's listen more for Shehu Sani. We are in big trouble in Nigeria, I'm telling you. And the borrowing is not yet over. Remember, yesterday, Tinubu requested for another $8.2 billion dollars. Why 100 million euro yesterday? Another one. Now, he said he's going to use this one to give us security and all that. Oh, God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There was a claim that almost about 70 to 80% of national debt is used to service debt. But from the figures here, I think it's within the range of 40-something%, which of course gives room for enough resources to be used for capital purposes. So
isn't that even in itself almost 44% or thereabout? Out of the 27 trillion is used in servicing that. Isn't that in itself huge?
Well, the point is that for you to continue to be relevant and viable economically, I think you must be financially responsible. You borrow money, you have to pay.
Yeah.
If you don't pay, you cannot borrow. So if you do it, that's the way the system works.
We are borrowing more. So I just imagine for an average person watching tonight, is someone who is earning 100,000 a month. Out of the 100,000, you are paying about 45,000. Your 45,000 naira out of that money is used in servicing debt. You take transportation out of it. You take feeding out of it. You imagine what is left. So I mean, just imagine and making it as lay and as it could be. And we are borrowing more. That's the question I'm asking.
Well, like I've said, the budget has always been an annual ritual of government, where estimation, guesstimation, and hopes are raised. But at the end of the day, what becomes of it? How does that budget impact on the life of people in terms of education, health, infrastructure, transportation, and so many fields in terms of poverty, alleviation, the manufacturing sector? He has about, I think, 8-point agenda. Mm-hmm. And going by this budget, I do not think that impacts can be made, but it is certainly not going to meet up the target which he has set for himself as a government. So I can say it clearly that This budget is not much different from the one that was inherited, but there is hope in the sense that those who crafted this budget and also the elements that have been enlisted to steer the economic ship of state are people who have over the years proven their worth, and I believe that they will do better than the last government.
There on channels, but meanwhile, because we have article that we need to present to you quickly, so we need to stop that because of time. I believe this is the last presentation that I have for you guys, this article here. As you all know that in Kano, the situation in Kano, NNPP, our situation is still currently going on there, but now NNPP have issued out a warning, a drastic warning to that there will be a crisis if Kano mandate, they refuse to give it back to them. So let's quickly take this one. Let me put it on your screen. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get a lot of things out of the way. One moment. Be with you guys shortly. I'm working on it. We're almost there. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share, and let's do this together. Okay, I can see somebody on the backstage. Please bear with me. My hands are full right now. I'm doing so many things at the same time. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's take this one together, my people. As you can see there, denying us Kano mandate will ignite crisis. NNPP tells ECOWAS, EU, UK, and US. The leadership of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has said that denying the party its mandate in Kano State will lead to a crisis in Nigeria. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So I'll take this one. The leadership of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has said that denying the party its mandate in Kano State will lead to a crisis that would extend beyond Nigeria to other African countries. Wow. The national auditor of the NNPP, Ladipo Johnson, read a statement signed by the acting national chairman of the party, Abba Kawu Ali, at the offices of the Economic Community of the West African Commission, ECOWAS, European Union, American Embassy, and British High Commission on Wednesday to protest the verdict of the Kano governorship election at the Tribunal and Appeal Courts, said there are clandestine moves to truncate the will of the vast majority of the people of Kano State. With respect to the governor, they elected on March 18, Abba Kabi Yusuf. So it went on. One moment, guys. He said the atmosphere in Kano was already charged as the people already feel cheated by the 2019 general election. He said the party was not taking the development with certified true copy of appeal court judgment lightly and will do anything within the ambit of the law to take what the entire world knows is ours. Okay, I'll stop you right there, but I believe that that headline is a very strong one. Say our northern brothers, they're not, feel oppressed the way they oppress, we will be southerners, so they had. But meanwhile, my people, that is all we have for you this evening. So I really want to start hearing from the people right here with us. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I can see Comfort Bebe. Thanks for joining us. Dixon Diagmon, I can see you. Good evening to you. Anole Okafor, thank you very much. God bless every one of you for joining us this evening. Mary Forde, thank you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I can see you as well. Grace, I can see you right there. Thanks for joining us, my wonderful people. Tony South is right there as well. Please press on the like button if you know that you are here with us. Support us, pressing on the like button, press on the dollar sign, support what we are doing here, share our videos, encourage us to do more for you. Okay, let me call on the first person on the panel today, and then we'll move on from there. Give us a mandate. It's good to have you on the panel. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Well, good evening to you and the panelists and everyone listening tonight. Hope everyone is doing okay. Nice. So Nigerians, I think if Kano people actually are taking their own destiny into their hands and not waiting for their sultan or waiting for their imams to tell them that the fraudulent person that the APC are trying to bring in maybe it goes straight for them, then Nigerians, I think is a need for time for us to arise and take the country back. Because so you need to understand now that all of these things that is said in this article is not only in Nigeria, it transcends into ECOWAS, into UK, United States, and then the European Union. Or you may say because they are in the north, we all know that there are different rules that plays when it comes to the south and the north in Nigeria. But you have the political willpower to turn things around in your country. You have the power to change things. You have the power to chase these guys out. Because if people voted for who they wanted, and then a few people are trying to change the political will of the people, and then after it all, they cap it and say, oh, maybe that's how God wants it. No, that's no. You can stand your ground and you can take things back. This is a very strong dad warning. Abia, you can Imo, you can do the same. By essence, if you decide you want to do the same, you can do the same. For Kogi, I don't know. Because even the guy in question, Dino Melaye, sat in the house for several years. Can you go to Kogi and check if there is any project that is attached to Dino Melaye's name? Rather, he spent money buying wristwatches, buying exotic cars as a senator. Hey, Dino, let me even ask you, how many people do you give scholarship when you were a senator? The very first time I get to know you is the fact that you made a video, and in that video you were showing the wristwatches that you have. Dino, that is how I get to know you as a person. You were showing your wristwatches when people are dying of hunger, people are being pied, people are suffering. There's no project that can be attached to your name. There's no medical center that can be attached to your name as a senator. And when
Something playing from your background, brother.
Sorry, and when they brought you to the floor of the house, Mr. Dino, you fainted. As a senator, you fainted. They brought you to the house to come prosecute you for the money that you stole. Allegedly. But it's not allegedly because it's been proven that you guys stole more from Nigerians. And when they brought you to the floor of the house to come prosecute you, you fainted, Dino. That is why you will not pursue this election, because you know that you lack the willpower to do it. You cannot do it. You will never do it. You can never do it. You didn't even voted in the past election that you were a governorship candidate in Dino Melaye. You didn't even vote in that election. And they asked you on national TV, you said, is it mandatory you must vote? Like, seriously, Dino? Like, seriously? It's like you take people to World Cup and the referee, the coach of that team is not there. And they ask him, oh, you're not there. That's why your team lose. And he said, I don't have to be there for them to win the match. Dino, you cannot fight this. You cannot dare fight it. Because you know the evil that you did against the Kogi people. And so whatever thing you're saying today There's no value in it. It cannot be trusted. No, it cannot. You calling for people to unite, not someone like you, Dino. No, you don't have that political willpower to do it. It's only sad that the people that should look for a better candidate, they didn't do that job and allow someone like you to come up as a candidate. Now, then when you now go to the song being sung on National Assembly floor, no. Nigerians, you cannot raise eyebrow against that song. No. Your pastors have told you, your imams have told you, your monarchs have told you that Tinubu is God's choice for Nigeria. But which God are they referring to? The small God or the big God? So you cannot raise any eyebrow. They will sing more, they will do more until we all stand up against this evil. Nothing going to change. Nobody can come save you. And I think somebody was asking the last time, who is going to save Nigeria? Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody saves Sri Lankans. Sri Lankans save themselves by themselves. They fought for their own, they fought their own battles. South Africans, they fought for their own liberation by themselves. Nigerians are waiting for who is coming to help them. Nobody is coming to help you. Oh, some said, oh, Tinubu won the election. Oh, some said, oh, INEC did this. Oh, but Professor Chidi Odin Kalu said yesterday, and I quote, he said, Peter Obi's lawyer did not do anything, but it was so easy for the judges of the Supreme Court not to look at Peter Obi's case because they didn't address Peter Obi's issue. That's why you see Tinubu in power, because Peter Obi's issue was not addressed. I wish you can look for that space yesterday with Chidi Odin Kalu. Bright lawyer, speaking for the people. Oh, Peter Obi, lawyers didn't do their job. But it was easy for the judges not to have considered Peter Obi's case when it was brought to them at the Supreme Court. And today you can hear what they are saying all over the places. That no mob can make them change the... Come on, people. Up until today, the CTC, certified true copy of the judgment that have not been given to Peter Obi, neither his lawyer. And yet we deceive ourselves and saying something. Come on, people. So Nigerians, nobody coming to fight for you. You need to stand up and fight for your own country. Because even as of right now, everything is falling. Everything has failed. From the church to the mosque to the shrine to everywhere, everything has failed. So you need to stand up and take your own nation back, because nobody can fight for you. In some places where you even think you can find the truth, there's no truth there. When it comes to standing for the truth, people bend the truth. So Nigerians, you need to stand up and fight for your own country. If it takes the last drop in me to say the truth and stand for the truth and call people out, I will do it. Not scared of you, not scared of anyone. So Nigerians, we need to stand up. You can take your country back, because now, I just told you, Peter Obi's situation, his case was not addressed by the judiciary. The issue of forfeiture was not addressed. Certificate forgery was not addressed. Double nomination was not addressed. Dual citizenship was not addressed. Peter Obi lawyer did not do the job, but it was easy for the judges not to consider his case when it was brought to them in Supreme Court. Also remember, Nigerian, that a lady in the northern part of the country, if you can show that, Mr. Elvis, will be appreciated. A lady is going to be tried very soon. Her name is Rhoda. Her only offense is the fact that she exposed the killers of Deborah. So Nigerians, please speak up for Rhoda so that she doesn't lose her life, because in some days now she'll be tried by Sharia law, even though she's a Christian. Nigerians, you can still take your country back from the hands of these looters. Talking about the budget, I don't have time to talk about the budget, because whether you like it or not, Akpabio already said it. This budget is going to be passed, and it will be passed, and nothing that Nigerians can do unless you arise and fight for your country. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let me come to the next person to speak to us. Please, guys, bear with me. Let me quickly move on to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Good evening to you. I'd like you to talk to us, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, Sir Elvis. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm using my earpiece. Oh,
Thank you.
glad to meet you again. Sorry I missed your wonderful sermon last Sunday. I was at work. But
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back to join you is wonderful. Which topic are we discussing now? Because we have talked on so many things. I don't even know where to start.
Yes, you can talk about the major one, the debate, the budget yesterday, 27.5 trillion, and
The
how
budget.
the Senate, they embraced Tinubu instead of singing the national anthem, they were singing on your mandate, we shall stand.
I don't even know why they should be singing at all. What is there to sing about? Is Nigeria singing? I mean, I've never seen such a trifling set of politicians like we have in Nigeria. When they go up there to work, it looks like they're at the carnival. Nothing they do is serious. Presenting what budget? We just had a supplementary budget. Now we are going to borrow again for another budget for next year. I don't know. I don't. Shehu Sani just said it all. I just listened to Shehu Sani and I'm like, we all know what the problem is. We all know what's going on. But what can we do? Somebody, Mr. Ivy Jack, said it there. Who are we going to cry to? Who are we going to cry to? Who is going to listen to us? Because the impunity is only getting worse. And Nigeria has truly been captured. I keep scraping my brain every day for a solution. What do we do? I'm very proud of Kano because, like I said, somebody rightly said, there's different sets of laws for the southern part of Nigeria and the northern part of Nigeria. And it's not that we southerners are cowards, but I would always point people to what happened during the Nigerian Civil War that we have still not recovered from. And everybody is just watching because who wants to be a victim? When you come out and say you want to fight for your right or fight for you will be vanquished. Because the majority who should support you will stand by and look. When the Easterners were being killed, it was this same problem they were fighting for: autonomy. They don't want to be cheated. They want to determine themselves. Did anybody join them to fight? So you see, it's going to be a big problem. So what I can say is that even if we decide to divide Nigeria into 6 tomorrow, we will come back and revisit the same problem because you will still have people who will not do right by the people and they will only think about themselves. So at this point, I don't really know. I don't really know. Like if you look at the whole of Africa, is there any country that is progressing in that continent? What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us? So at this point, I am just in my sober state where I can sleep. Nigeria is always on my mind. I don't really know what to do. My heart bleeds. I don't live there, but if you think because you don't live there it doesn't affect you, then you are joking because your soul is entrenched in that soil. And whatever affects you them would always affect you no matter where you are on this planet. So I'm watching Kano. Maybe that's where the whole thing will start from. I don't know. But when you are talking about different rules for the country, the North remains untouchable. You know why? Because they're the only ones that can really, really do something. And the military cannot fight them. They cannot kill them. Forget all this Boko Haram and all this over. All those are just smoke screen. Because the people who are stealing and looting will always cause confusion. So they would always deviate you from what is going on. so they can keep siphoning their gold and minerals and everything out of the country, so you concentrate on the unrest. So I'm looking at Kano. Unfortunately, when it was happening to Obi and everybody else, they kept quiet. They didn't know it was going to get to their turn. Nasara, the same thing. They didn't know it was going to get to their turn. But I'm watching Kano. Whatever is going to happen in Kano will be a yardstick to what's going to happen in Nigeria. Are they going to resolve this APC impunity? NNPP has only one state in Nigeria. But to tell you how greedy this APC, they cannot even do right by them. So my people, where do we go from here? I don't know. Thanks for having me. I yield.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Luke. May God bless you. Thank you for your submission. Yeah, it's the situation in Nigeria is really, really disheartening. You know, let us move on, my people. Press on the like button. Let's hear from Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, thank you very much, my brother, for joining us today. Please talk to us. What's your take on this? And also on the headline right now from the our brothers in the Kano, you know, in the north. Please talk to us, Mr. Alex. Are you there, Mr. Alex? Okay, Mr. Alex, you are not available right now. I'll move on to the next person, then we'll come to you. I wanted to prioritize it before, because you joined us from Nigeria.
I am very available, my brother. Over available. Strong network.
Okay. Talk to us, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Jawash. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, my fellow panelists. Thank you once again, Mr. Give us a mandate. Apologies again for yesterday's outburst. It's part of being in a panel. You know, sometimes I'm very grateful to God that we don't meet physically. If not, it would have been far worse. That's why you see sometimes in some countries, some places, people go physical because of the argument about the future of their children. In different parliament, in different forum or fora, people can even go physical and later they make peace and the country moves forward or the organization moves forward. So it shows that we are not synthetic, shows that we are real.
Now your stash and your black suit, I won't carry you. If you
yes, I would like to eat your amala and ewedu and begiri and the rest if you have them in America.
You never eat amala and begiri before.
What do you want me to say? Those are things that are synonymous with the western part of our country. So I have to use my knowledge there.
We're not saying that there within now, so me I don't eat away.
Yeah, with assorted meat, rishi.
My brother,
liver,
hey God,
liver for more ring.
We'll talk about our problem first, I beg.
Okay, yeah. We don't have any other country. No matter how bad our country is right now, it's still our country. No matter how dirty it is, it's still our country. No matter how smelly, how corrupt, how satanic people who seem to be at the end of affairs are, it's still our country. We have no place to call home unless Nigeria. So it's two ways. We have to keep speaking and at some point come out. This is how obedience movements gospel spread across the globe. It was from social media. So now we are calling for people to come out to take their land back. So we keep ringing the bell. It's time to hit the streets on a peaceful protest, demanding for our share of the dividends of democracy, demanding Bola Tinubu should step aside, demanding for the dissolution of the fraudulent amalgamation done in 1914. Which where a group of kingdoms and a group of nations were brought together by force, by wars, you know, by the blood of innocent people, by the British, in collaboration with the European powers to form Nigeria. So for me, and to make it worse, we have clueless and senseless sycophants that call themselves leaders. Look at the National Assembly. Look at the National Assembly. I was the first political whistleblower about some months ago. I saw it. I only spoke about our own obedient movement people that were produced under the platform of the obedient movement. These people could not even afford.
And Mr. Alex, you deserve a credit for that. You were the first, really, you were.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you. Some of us don't like to sing our praises, but sometimes we do this to teach other people that we don't just come here to talk. We are not just educated. We think before we talk. We listen to ourselves. We do our research. We look out for symptoms. We are not saying we are perfect. But when we talk here, my brothers and sisters, we mean business. I saw it. I knew it was going to be like this. And it's such a shame. People that could not afford billboard, poster, people that could not afford t-shirt for their campaign, people that borrowed money that people even sponsored to buy the form. Donations were given to them. Some of them did not even know they won. I know some of them were leaving the country. Although their faces were on that ballot, they were called back. Oh God, you don't win, come. I heard that story somewhere in the East. A Labour Party delivered somebody. They had to call the guy. He was on his way to UK. He didn't even believe it. They had to call him back. Come back, you have won. Labour Party did it for you. So the best way to pay them back is to drink from the satanic wine of the National Assembly. Is to be quiet. Is to have allegedly taken secret oaths of the secret, powers that be. I miss the days of Chubo Kadibo, the Senate president under President Buhari, Obasanjo. I miss the days of Adolphus Wabara, the days of Patrick Obayabon. He was at the same floor of the House of Reps. He shook that place when President Musa Yar'Adua was, when he passed on, when he died, and they were trying to hide it. Obayabon was always he set fire on that National Assembly, on both houses. Using the press release, using press statements, rejecting and faulting the activities of the executive, teaching people democracy, telling people how it is a taboo for the second arm of government, which is the legislature, under which the rep house fall not to know the whereabouts of the president. People were raising dust. We had people from the east, from the west, who stood against the Obasanjo administration, who stood against the Musa Yar'Adua administration, even Jonathan Goodluck administration. Today, our House of Rep, our senators have become robbers. It's not just Tinubu's administration. Buhari, everybody that said under Buhari, they should be held responsible. They should be brought publicly, tried, if found guilty, persecuted or prosecuted. Because we cannot just fold our hand. They think, one thing in Nigeria, people just forget because of their pamphlet education. There's one thing to have gone through school, there's another thing for school to have gone through you. If school has gone through you, you know that history will judge you. You can't wipe away history. History is as powerful as medicine. History is as powerful as agriculture. History is as powerful as national security. History is as powerful as anything else you can compare to on this planet. History is as powerful as nuclear weapon. History will judge everybody. We are calling names today for Armando Bello, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Abat Macaulay. We are calling names of nationalists, Anthony Enaro. We are calling names today. Go to South Africa. They call their own names too. Mandela and the rest of it. Go to Zimbabwe. They call their names. In Nigeria, history will judge everybody. A time will come, everybody will give account. I've seen people that died and they still sentence them to death, even in their grave. You don't know what is history. History is so powerful. History enabled Ojukwu to hold this country to hostage for 2 years and 9 months. Almost 3 years. 2 years and 6 months rather. Because he was a first-class history student. So whether the war succeeded or not, but he was able to hold Nigeria on a standstill. If not sabotage. He won that war. So the point is this: history will judge everybody. My coming here on this platform is it's like 2-3 years now. That is an history. People will come one day to find out my contributions here. They will call Nigeria Wash. He may not be the one in charge anymore. He must have handed it to someone else, but he's still the boss. They'll call him to make research. Give us 20 videos of that guy, 20 audios of that guy. We want to know him. That is history. They are going to the archives. It can happen to you too. Your life is a daily history. People are going to reference it someday, somehow, somewhere, for good or for bad. for praises or for tantrum. So the ungrateful Labour Party produced Senate and Rep members. History will judge you, because this is outright wickedness. It's like begging somebody to give you a ladder to climb, and the person said, no, I've given this ladder before. People used it and never came back to say thank you. Oh, you say, oh, please give me this ladder. I will never forget you. I will hold the ladder for you to also climb. I will speak for you when I get to the top. Without this ladder, I cannot climb. Please give me this ladder. Although I don't believe if those who are competing with me will allow me climb, but just give me this ladder. You are the only one that has this ladder. Without you, I can't even dare to climb. Please stand with me with this ladder. And you reluctantly gave your ladder out. This boogaboo, this that should be poo-pooed to the dustbin of history, uses your ladder, gets up there, throws it at you, and spat at you, is what Labour Party Senate and Rep members have done. And by extension, House of Assembly members produced across the country by Labour Party and the obedient movement. Peter Obi will be weeping inside him right now. He may not be able to express it for political reasons. Him and his family and his cackles will be discussing these things. Trust me, they are humans. They'll be weeping inside them. Abude will be crying inside him too. Ahmed Dati will be crying inside him. Nigerians in diaspora will be crying inside them, who sent money back home, who posted the obedient movement, programs, who hosted programs. People open platform for the first time in their lives because of the obedient movement, to give popularity, step by step, precept by precept, block by block. We all came together. That's how we defeated them in Lagos, in Abuja. That's how we defeated them in Edo State, in Rivers. That's what led them to quickly switch off the beavers. And they quickly switched it off because the beating was.
As they see the hammer, they land for their head. They switch the beavers off immediately.
That's all. They left it for a while. They left it in like for some time. But when they saw it in some key states, even in the north, they were amazed.
If these satanic people allowed the vote to count, Peter Obi would have been like 98%, while Tinubu and Atiku will be sharing 2%.
My brother, they saw it. They saw the fireworks. They saw it in Bayelsa. They saw it in Benin. They saw it in Warri. They saw it in Ondo. They saw it in Ekiti. They started swapping results. Here is the news. When the soldiers and the people that killed Jesus were told that he was going to rise the third day, they put soldier around the grave. They put soldier. They said, well, let's see where he will rise. Jesus rose. They were asleep. Obi, for me, in our hearts, is our president. I want to let you know, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you did very well. Forget about the people who have used your ladder, your vote, your PVC. They climbed into the hollow chambers. They climbed into the House of Assembly. They climbed into different arms and levels of government, and they kept quiet. They spat on your face indirectly. They called you names. They mock you while they are drinking their red wines and champagne. Let's leave them to history. Leave them to history. History will judge everybody. For me, whether you want to participate in political activities or not in this country is up to you. But for me, for now, I decide to stay at the sidelines because of the lack of transparency. We have to hit the streets. We must hit the streets because no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerians. It's either you give us our ancient Benin Kingdom, let us manage ourselves with the lands we've given out through proper negotiations by the colonialists. We gave out lands. We gave out Benin Republic. We gave out Togo to the French through the British treaties. We gave out lands. We even Delta State, Bende. We gave all those parts out. We still don't mind. We can build a nation with Edo States bringing it back to the ancient Benin Kingdom. Because we cannot stay in a country where herdsmen will rape our daughters. No. They should rape Tinubu's people, not my family members. I have to go to my house. My house is my kingdom. We don't want it. I can't be in a nation where my children's name are being used to borrow money without accountability. I can't be in a nation where National Assembly are docile. They are just incommunicado. They've gone to political oblivion. They've been overfed politically. How can human beings be this ungrateful? Every political party have a caucus. You hear of the PDP caucus in National Assembly, the APC caucus. I have not heard anything about the only one. Once in a while, they just throw a few lines because of media outbursts. People are crying like we are crying now. That where are they? When you needed this ladder, you cried, you begged, you knelt down inside the sun. You were begging. Some of you were wretched people, poor. You couldn't afford fuel for your vehicles. Some of you did not even have a car. You even came out to say you were keke riders. Where are the keke riders now? To condemn the borrowings, to address the issue of insecurity. Listen, you're right. As a legislature, no arm of government is stronger than any arm. Judiciary is not stronger than the legislature. The legislature is not stronger than the executive. They are the same. They have their own checks and balances role to play. That's the beauty of democracy. It's just a shame. They are singing. What they just did is a treasonable felony on them. Instead of singing the national anthem, you are singing on your head you shall stand, not on your mandate. On criminality you shall stand. On Professor Mahmoud's declaration, fraudulent declaration, you shall stand. On switching of beavers, you shall stand. On declaring there were glitches when you were losing, you shall stand. That's treason. Because when the president comes in and goes out, you sing the national anthem. Then all of them ought to be subjected by rigorous questioning by the judiciary in a country where things work. Both the executive and the legislature right now should be on a political inferno, but nobody will do anything about it because we've been captured. The fear that sends, the activity that sends fears into our spines in the infamous Lekki Tollgate massacre is what has led to all this fear everywhere. I can't trace it anywhere else. Listen, you're still going to have to die. Old age, you die. Accident, bad road, what's it called? Bad medicals. Pray you don't fall sick in Nigeria. So whether they kill you while you are protesting, or they take your life while you are protesting a just cause, you're still going to lose your life anyways, because these guys are a gang of thieves. They will never address restructuring. They will never address the unrest in the southeast. They will never address anything. Electricity. They will never probe the past administrations. They will do nothing in the common interest of the common man. So I say to the Biafrans, start negotiating your exits. Now our eyes have seen what Nnamdi Kanu said, that they don't mean well for you. They will come after you, destroy your houses. Thank God for the intervention allegedly of the Oba of Benin. So far, we've not still heard of demolition, and I'm very happy for that. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So you guys should do the needful. Move your businesses, because the storm is still on. The storm is not over. The battle is still raging. They are borrowing money now to acquire weapons to do their wicked heart. But the greatest weapons are the weapons of the anger of the people. How many of us can you take out? We've learned our lesson from the Lekki Tollgate. So Nigerians, I'm waiting for the political abracadabra, the mystical powers cast on people to get out of our eyes. Because right now, with what is going on with the price of foodstuff, reckless borrowing, impunity, disregarding of our constitution, singing a man's praises instead of the national anthem, my God, they will soon reach their limit, Nigeria. Something little will spark up this thing. I don't know where it's going to happen from, but something will spark it up. They will use their own hands to light up this fire that we are waiting for, because the fuel has been poured everywhere already. We are waiting for who's going to strike that match boss, and they will do it by themselves. Because when you put fire in a place by yourself, you cannot escape it, because you are inside the fire. It will take the grace of God. So Nigeria, I'm not going to really speak about Dino Melaye. Dino Melaye, for me, with the APC and the PDP, he's just like the twin-led or Matu Didi. He's one of them. It's the same for me. There's no difference. He's one of them. He has made cross-carpeting. Today is APC, tomorrow is PDP. He's just a bandwagon. He's one of the looters. A man that has more than 7 or 8 Ferraris, 6 Lamborghinis. He was planning to acquire a private jet. Allegedly, according to what I heard, if he had won these governorship elections. Brothers and sisters, Dino should be taken out of Nigeria, questioned, tried, and also prosecuted, because the guy is he announces his own criminality. The monies given to him when he was a member of the House of Senate, he cannot account for it. He showed you all he did with the money. He has G-Wagons, 3 G-Wagons, amongst other cars, about 27 cars in his compound. Madness. African man, monkey. The monkeyness in a black man. When the white people call us monkey, we call them racist. And we know acting like monkeys, especially our leaders. Baboons. When the man said the country is a zoo, run by animals, by baboons, we get angry that the man talked too much. He should be arrested. Is this not the character of a monkey? Name one American senator serving or pass that has 27 cars. If not madness, name one British congressman or woman that have 27 cars. Name one. I dare you, name one that have Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Name one from China that has this kind of things. You see the blackness and the evil of the black man. There's a problem with the black man leadership. I'm sorry. It's not about color, but it seems to be about color. We should have been boasting of the schools he built when he was in the house. We should have been boasting of the medical center he equipped or innovated when he was in the house. We should have been boasting of the scholarship he gave out when he was in the house. We should have been boasting of the marketplaces in his constituency that he repaired or built when he was in the house. Now he's just being a political dramatic person. We should count him inconsequential. There's no need to give attention to such a character. He claimed to be a political gladiator. What is his contributions to Nigerian democracy? Apart from buying cars and acquiring plastics and metals, vanity upon vanity. All is vanity. Read the book. Money does not make you happy. You realize that money is just transcends. It's a means to an end. It doesn't bring you happiness. So on this point, I'll leave it here, Mr. Najawash. As usual, this is my humble logomaki. My logomaki, I leave here without logo apacha. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Obat for now.
Mr. Alex, now God bless you, my brother. They are the same people. Dino 1, Dino 2, Dino 3, Dino 4, up to Dino 12. That's the plate number of all his cars. You know, so he's crying today because it's not favorable to him. If it was favoring him, you know, Dino will not be speaking the way he's speaking today. Have that in mind. All these people, they are the same people. But meanwhile, before I will take a call, because a couple of people call it in, you know, I forgot to take this article earlier on. I'd like to quickly take this article here. Please bear with us. Let me quickly bring this article here about Fayose. Fayose, you know, who were advocating for Tinubu throughout the campaign. You guys remember? It'll be like say Tinubu don't turn it back on them or somehow, so I don't understand. Because, you know, they say EFCC down go revisit them again and say, Fayose, what do you do? Tele. It's time for you to come pay for it. You know, as you all can see right here, we lifted 1.2119 billion to Fayose for 2014 election. Obanikoro tells courts. Now, although I don't want to read it, you know, it's just there because it's part of our topic, so I'll just leave it right there. But at the moment now, Fayose, they don't drag and go back to court again. You know, I wonder how Ingote survive this one now. But in talk well for Tinubu, see whether rain or sun. Now Tinubu in deal with. But I say Tinubu don't they shook, don't they put pepper for their eye now, not be small, you know. Now wow. All of them are fighting for their own selfish interests. That's it. You know, but I would like us to quickly take 1 or 2 calls. Then I'll come back to the panel again. Please bear with us, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please press on the like button. Help us to share. It's very, very important. Please press on the dollar sign as well. Support what we are doing here and encourage us. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Najawat.
Thank you, sir.
And good evening, my brothers and sisters in Fanny. Mr. Nyawo, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Really, I was not happy yesterday, Mr. Nyawo, with Mr. Alice, but today I'm happy, more than happiest, because Mr. Alice shows that he's mature enough. He has come to today and apologize publicly to give us a mandate. I am very happy. You have shown that you are mature enough. You have shown in this panel that our brothers and sisters, we can offend each other, but we can apologize immediately first.
Exactly.
I love you for that, Mr. Alex. I appreciate you. Thank you. One again, I wanted to say something. In this panel, we have been saying that, I remember the other days that we were saying that you wanted not to start first. One did not come out first, other parts of countries will join. I'm telling you sincerely, not has started since about 9 days ago now. I was in Kano, I came back on Monday to Abuja, and I expected every one of us to join now. Every part of country, southwest, southeast, south, every one of us to come out and join this rally, because we have to prove it that we are citizens of Nigeria. We have to prove it that we are born in Nigeria. We have to come out and take our country back. We have to do that, please, and please, every part of country should come out now. Not have started it from Kano, just join it, and we are going to start by it. Everybody should come out and join this thing. And join this rally, we should prove ourselves that enough is enough. We are not a slave in Nigeria. Nigeria is our country. It's my fatherland. I'm a family of Atairu. Nigeria is belong to me. It belongs to every one of us. We should come out and prove it. Thank you, Mr. Najawat,
Thank
for
you
the
very much,
opportunity
sir.
you gave me.
Thank you, sir. May God bless you. Thank you, sir. You see now, anyway, let me pick this call. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Jonathan. I'm calling from Turkey.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah,
Jonathan, talk to us. Yeah, I'm fine, sir.
I listened
Talk to us.
I listened to this your Mr. Alex submission just now. Okay, I really respect Mr. Alex, the way he talks, and I really appreciate the way he talks. But the way he was just countering the number that he was not really right. Are you looking at the messenger or the message? We know Dino Melaye is not perfect, but you have to speak to what he says. Was he saying the right thing? Forget this person now. Was he saying the right thing or he was saying the wrong thing? You need to look at the messenger. The message, not the messenger.
That's
I
true.
don't expect that from Mr. I really don't expect that from Mr. Alex. As much as I respect Mr. Alex, when I always listen to Mr. Alex, but he's very intelligent, eloquent. But today, I really don't fancy the way we're just counting the Melaye. You look at the message. Nobody's perfect. Even though nobody's perfect. You look at the message. What was he saying? Is he caught for? Okay.
But he was calling Dino Melaye out that is one of the satanic politicians that put you and I where we are today.
No, sir. Mr. Alex, I'm not doubting you, but we are there to look at the message. Was it the right thing? See, the truth is that future election, without this Mahmoud Yakub, if you see go like that, you go to court, it will still be the same thing. So you look at the message, not the messenger. We don't know is corrupt. But you have to talk about the message. You are just saying the Lamborghini. Okay, having a car is a crime. Not that I'm supporting or having a car is a crime.
Anyway, you are.
Even it's better in Nigeria, but Israel have more than 10. I mean, Benin boy, though I'm in Turkey, don't have more than 100 cars in his house.
Hello? All right. Your message has been heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Too much. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. All right. Let's hear from Madam. Love God is my strength. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, Madam. Please talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Lost my voice.
Oh, sorry about that. We can hear you.
Oh, thank you. I was in hospital. I just came back.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry to hear that.
Good evening, everyone on the platform and everyone on the comment section And mostly, Mummy Diaspora, I just want to say thank you for all you do for us. God bless you, man. The man that called from Turkey, I don't want to go against your comments or what you said. I think that's the way you feel. That's what I will say. You see, when we say we are attacking, what's his name, Dino, it's not because we hate him. We don't hate him. But before you can come out and preach to someone, you need to wash your own self. Dino was in the house of the Senate for how many years? Instead of him to do anything for his own land, his own consequence, where he got elected, he didn't do anything. There was nothing for him to show for it. Dino was only buying cars, buying watches, living big, luxury life in Dubai, America, with his children. Dino did not do anything for any people in Kogi. PDP choose Dino because they have no other person that they can bring out to represent them with the PDP. That is why they brought out Dino. Dino has no right to talk about any corruption. Even in the last election that we had, the presidential election, PDP also rigged. But the problem that they faced was that they find the finance and the wicked rigger in APC. That is why they could not overshadow them. So, Dino, please, you have no right to talk. It's not that we hate you. You are our brother, but you have not behaved well. It's like a pastor coming out to tell his member not to carry women, and the next day they see you in the hotel with a woman. What are you showing to them? You are not showing your own behavior to people, and you want people to believe what you are saying. Nobody will believe you. I'm sorry, Mr. Dino. Another thing I want to quickly say, please, I remember when we are saying that Nigerians that we should come out on this election, on all this problem that we are going through. The budget, for example, I'm not interested to talk about it. Yes, they are borrowing money. Even if we talk about it from today to tomorrow, nothing will be done. Nobody they will not even answer anybody. The Senate, the Parliament is supposed to be for the citizens of Nigeria because we elect them there. So they should listen to us. When we are saying this thing is not right, they should listen to us, go back to the house, debate it, and stand for the citizen. But the ones there, they are not like that. They can come out and sing on your mandatory stand. They don't have respect for Nigerians. They don't have respect. So when Nigerians see them in their land, in their village, they'll be singing, hello, give me money, instead of you to say what we send you to do. You didn't do it. You are seeing you a Labour Party, PDP, other NNPP in the Senate and House of Reps. All of you are singing on the mandate of Tinubu, you stand. On the mandate of a man who rigged election, on the mandate of a man who is borrowing money, instead of you to look at it and see if this thing is right for the country. But you all are standing on this mandate. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you, House of Senate. Shame on all of you, House of Representatives. You are not supposed to be called, whether people who represent us. You are just there, sitting there for yourself. You are a shadow of the better things that we are waiting to come to our country. And we know it's going to happen one day. I just want to beg Nigerians, please. Kano people are outside now. I'm begging the South, please, this is the time. Come out and join them. Don't let us wait for this protest to end. These people are really going out for 7 days. Please, I beg you, my Southern brothers, please, let us know how we're going to start our own. I'm telling every one of us here, it might not be, maybe that's the way I feel. I think the only way that now we are going to be free from this is a great uprising that will shake Nigeria, that you see people running to go and hide. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me pick another call quickly, my people. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in, Mr. Innocent. Let's talk to us. 2 minutes. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch, Mr. Elvis. Yes, I've been listening to a couple of issues that people have been calling in. Yes, I listened to Dino Melaye's call. I know Dino Melaye is part of the whole thing that started, but look at it this way: Now, we have been calling for people to rise up, to come out, and nobody is coming out. The reason is what? Because people are afraid of being, shut down, being doing that. So now look at the people that in the north, they have come out. And, since they came out, it has still never spurred anybody from the south to say, okay, now we can do all the same thing. We can start our own. But the call that he called that, it's better to boycott, any future election. If all the political parties will be able to boycott, any future election, this is the only credible way that there will be no election. There will be no election. And this is the best, a demonstration against whatever has been happening. But it will be difficult because if it ever happens, people, every other political party refuse to field out, candidate, refuse to participate in the election. The election will not hold. Then that's when, the case about INEC will now go to the high top of, where people can begin to look at, should we now disband INEC? But if people keep coming out, like he said, the same thing is happening. So he was saying that he was right, that he cannot go to the judiciary. That's correct. The judiciary will not give him anything. So if the judiciary cannot do anything for us, for people there, and people cannot come out to demonstrate because they are afraid, so the best thing is if they can push people, engage political parties, stop. Don't come out for any election. Do not field anybody. Do not do it. Let us see how APC alone and INEC will conduct election in Nigeria. This is what I want, if it's possible.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Anyway, you guys can see that, for me, our northern brothers also called in earlier on, saying that the northerners have started, they've been on the street now for the past 8 days, if I'm not mistaken, that the southerners, nobody's joining them. I have said it over and over again here. I don't know what we want. To be honest, I don't know what we want. As we all they talk, so the southerner, they beer parlor, they drink beer there, beer. They all they drink beer right now. Let me call on the next person. Let me hear from more people. I think that will be much better. I'll call on Mr. Omashola.
Sorry, before you call on the next person, can I ask a question, please?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Elvis.
Okay, ma. Okay, I'll call you Madam Patricia. Let me take this question first. Thank you very much.
Can anyone on the panel tell the reason why Dino did not vote in the last election, and then the callers are calling in? If anyone can tell the reason why Dino did not vote in the last election. Now, somebody said, look at the message and not the person. But the question I will ask is, those cars sitting in Dino Melaye's parking garage would have end up being the money that he would have used in building maybe maternity homes, hospitals, and scholarship for the people. But because he didn't do it, somebody may have lost their life. People are not able to go to school because that money is to benefit their constituency and not the senators. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Moshola, please, you hold on, please. Madam Patricia came before everyone. So since she's available, let me just take her. Madam Patricia, please go ahead. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, ma.
Good evening again, Mr. Elvis. And thank you again for the opportunity. Good evening to the people on the comment section as well.
Thank you, ma.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I want to say that regarding the people coming out from Kano, to me, I don't see people coming out yet in the south. I don't see that because if they like, make them come out as long as they want to stay outside. Because if we look at what has happened during the campaign, I think we had the obedient movement. They had the 1 million march everywhere in key states. 1 million man march. Where are all those 1 million men? Have we not asked ourselves those questions? Since all these things, since the after the election. You know, where were they? Where are those people? Those people that gathered, those crowd that we were seeing following the campaign trail everywhere, calling it 1 million man march for Mr. Peter Obi. Where are they? Where are they? As we speak now, people are, like we said, this is true. They are in the bars, eating ukwobi, drinking fish pepper soup, whatever, you know, they are there. My sisters confirmed it. Two of my sisters are in Nigeria as we speak. So I don't see, even if they like, let the Northerners do what they want to do. They will not come out. They won't. Because to start with, you want them to come out. What would they fight with? The ammunitions are in the north. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think anything has been transferred to the south yet. So what are they going to fight with?
Madam Patricia, we can't hear you anymore. Please unmute yourself.
Hello? I'm here.
Okay, you're back now. Please go ahead. Are you done?
No, I'm not done, but there's a music coming from you.
No, nothing coming from us. You know, you were locked out. You are back again. And go ahead, please.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I have some.
We lost your voice now. Your voice is not clear anymore now.
Okay, let me stop them. Maybe I will
Yes,
come back.
I think you're being attacked. We can't hear you anymore like that. Thank you. Thank you, man. All right. Omashola, sir, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Thanks for your patience. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Alex. Good evening, the house. I greet Nigerians, and as we can see from the video as we showed, Senate is now in the pocket of the Agbado government. For the first time, you watch a Senate representing a budget of a nation without national anthem, and you're singing a song of hooligans. So hooligans have taken over government. They don't know their left and right again. Among these senators are lawyers. Is it that they didn't know what they are doing? That they have to be singing that kind of music inside the Senate? Campaign is over. Campaign is over. On your mandate, we stand. We don't stand on your mandate. You have stolen the mandate. Keep the mandate. We're not dragging the mandate with you. So stop singing on your mandate, we stand. You have won, according to you have won the election. So rule us. Looking at the Senate president, his face is just the face of a thief. He has case everywhere. He can't resolve it. He has already approved because the money they want to share among themselves is in that budget. Wicked set of human beings. Till tomorrow, we will not know the details. They only tell us that this is total number for education and how is it going to be dispensed. We don't know. What's your budget in the Senate? It won't be announced. It's just wickedness, and yet are still borrowing. This money, this 2.75 trillion, where is the money coming from? And then you're still going to go and borrow. No tangible project anywhere. It's more than 6 months now you have been ruling. You are there. There is no sign. The only sign is the evidence to show that you are ruling is that everybody is suffering. Christmas is around the corner. People are not even thinking about Christmas. The ones in the diaspora now being the one being threatened with bills and bills as if we don't have our own life to live. All the people that I saw a post today. I think it's a loot. The loot shut down some wards in the hospital because They are lacking doctors and nurses. They are not thinking about all these things. It's how to buy vehicles for themselves and take care of themselves. Nigerians are sitting down. The Northerners, I can't blame them. They are the one. Now, to me, they are the owner of Nigeria. It's only them that can come and speak to Nigerians and speak tough, speak strong, and DSS will be behind their tails. Obi can't say a word like this, and the next thing is they will pick him up. So Northerners, since you can talk, just have the free will and say it the way it is, because you're the only one that can say it the way it is. If Southern talks about the way it is now, it's DSS the way it's interesting us. So Nigerians, Kano people are outside protesting for their own life. Nigerians, if you know you have a life to live and enjoy life, come out and join Kano people and let us speak. If you are sitting down in your house, you keep praying and praying, God will not leave his heavenly place come and help you come and riot or do anything. He will not come and protest for you. You are afraid. God, give us a good government. Give us a good candidate. God has given you a good candidate. They have stolen it and you can't fight back for him. They are waiting for the man to come and come out and tell you to come out. His VP has said, if it's time, when you are ready, you take care of your country. Take your country back now before it's too late. We are keeping quiet. Everybody's keeping quiet. These are expensive. By next year, we don't know what it's going to look like. A pound to a naira is now 8,400. It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas yet. On this panel, we have said it's going to be 2,000. I can't wait. And let me just see if it will really happen. Because right now it seems that we abroad are the ones that sustaining the country, and it's not meant to be like that. Things are getting expensive, and you are sitting down, pressing social media, foreclosing people's life. When you go to the Facebook, you somebody's life, you start talking about it. Nigeria is there for if everybody's saying something about Nigeria and everybody's going about it and they're moving about and talking about it, something will happen. But when you go to social media, it is some celebrity somewhere you are discussing about and talking about it. So come out. You don't need to be in house. For Dino, there's no need to come and cry. You had all the opportunity. You had all the opportunity at that time to talk and reform things. You are campaigning. What did you campaign with? Did you campaign with anything that when you were in the Senate for how many years? Only God knows how many years you spent here. There. What did you do for your people? You are now coming to talk. The only thing I knew about you showing exotic cars. As if car is the problem. You didn't flaunt any school you did. You didn't flaunt any water project. You didn't flaunt any healthcare. It is your vehicle now you're complaining. However, I'll just keep short and just manage the way you are right now. You have enough money to take care of yourself. Just keep quiet and leave politics and sit down. Disappear to thin air when it comes to politics. Don't come out again and talk. And when there's next time for a campaign or election, just keep quiet and don't come out. But they're a disgrace. They say the youths are the leader of tomorrow. He's one of those youth. Now he was a youth when he got into that house. Now he's of no use now. Wasted generations. Him and his advisor, his ex, going governor. Useless generation that got the opportunity, you can't do anything. As you are young, you can't show an example that this is what a youth can do. You are there stealing money. You can't show anything. People are there that want to do. We have people that know what to do with money when they see money. It is wanting to have money. It is wanting to have ideas to say, this is what I want to do with this money. Most of you, the head is blank. And the anointing is you travel outside, you go abroad, you see things. You can't ask, how did they do it? Come and do it for me. And if you don't have ideas, ask people around you. No. But if it's to steal money and move it abroad, you know who to call. People are not asking for too much. Give them good schools. give them good health care. Nobody will complain. And do the road good, fine. Nobody will complain. Even though you are stealing and people are comfortable, nobody cares. We all come here every evening to talk about Nigeria as if you think we coming here we like talking about bad stories. Can't we come here one day and say things are changing? Can't we come here and be sharing ideas? This one is doing that, this one is doing this. It is always you demonic people in government we're talking about. There's not been a day we'll be on this planet that we hear something, one good news. We come here every day to come and discuss bad news. Which day will we come here and say the price of Gary has come down? Which day will we come and say that there's pipe-borne water running in those states? And that's the most painful part that you people in government listen to these programs, you watch people talk, and you have not made any changes. No, nothing to say, okay, let us try and listen to what they are saying. If you're a good governor, governor or state government or president, these are the stations you come and listen because your pride can't make you go to the streets. So this is the street video, street internet. Come and listen to people talk here and see their pain. The other lady, the woman that they are taken to court just because she's preaching the gospel. Sharia law in one part of the country, Sharia. I don't seem to understand where we are going to. And yet we have a Senate. We have Senate, they can't discuss about it, whether we should scrap the Sharia law or assume we should scrap Nigerian law too, because the judges have already scrapped that already by themselves. So the Senate have the right to just finally scrap it and let's know that there's no rule of law in Nigeria. Mr. Alex, I'm through. Let me stop here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Mashallah. Thank you for your submission. God bless you. Okay, let's give opportunity for others to talk. Before that, I appreciate those of you that's watching us or those of you on the comment section. Please continue to press on the like button. God bless you all. Let me call on. Okay, we lost Mr. Shooks Obibweze already. Okay, let me go for Mr. ACBD. Mr. ACBD, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. Good evening, panelists, everyone listening to this wonderful program. This program that has made, that is giving us hope and that is making everybody at least feel like their voice can still be heard.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Dino Melaye, we cannot forget how he was there attacking our Peter Obi and the Labour Party during the elections. To the point that when Peter Obi is giving speech, he will come and sit in the front and start making jests and start talking back and all that. That made Peter Obi to lose it one day and just call him out while he was while he was giving a speech. So, to be honest with you, his own version of corruption did not work, so he's crying, and nobody is being fooled by that. We should not stone the messenger. We should take the message, but at the same time, we should not forget who the messenger is and what he truly represents. So nobody should come and try and ride on the wave of obedience or people that want to see a better Nigeria. So all those politicking, it should be over. And the people in the north, like the other brother said, I don't know, I think is the brother, I think I don't know who spoke on it, but someone just said now about how if the Southerners really come out to speak their mind, the kind of repercussion that they're going to face is not the same that the North will face. We know this. So it doesn't mean that people should stay indoors and not do anything, or people should be as you put it, as you rightly put it, in the beer parlor and eating in Kobe and eating all those things. That's totally irresponsible, if you ask me, with what is happening in the country, because everybody should come out and take back their country. But at the same time, we must understand that the way these people treat the South is not the same way they treat the North. Okay, which of the South should they come out now? Is it in Lagos? Don't you know what they will mobilize against them? Before you know, you see Agbero from everywhere. All these Uluomo boys and all of them. Before you know what will happen now. So if people are not ready to be violent right now, I don't know if I will advise them to come out though, because they will just intimidate them. They will brutalize them. So if we're calling people to come out, we should tell them also to be ready for anything. But they can't do the same thing in the north. They can't. Even the media is not even showing it. That Kano or whatever. It's just when you go through social media you can see it. So, and at the same time, the north also should use this to understand. I'm not talking about the everybody in the north, but just to make this point. So it looks like I'm generalizing, but I'm not in the real sense. I'm not. They should use it also to understand what the South is always crying for. And they try to brush everything away by just saying it's religion, because you are from the South, you don't like Muslims, you don't like. We are telling them, no, we are talking against bad leadership, we are talking against corrupt politicians, we are talking against bad governance. And they will brush it all away by just saying that it's just a problem between North and South, and maybe it's a religious issue. So, yes, I support that people should come out in the sun and protest. I don't support violence. People that want, they should protest, they should come out. But at the same time, let us also consider the repercussions is not the same. The other brother said DSS, and that's true. You make one, even just post anyhow on social media. You might be carried the next day if you're in especially if you're in Lagos or anywhere in the south. So it's quite unfortunate that that's where we are right now in the country. But we just keep hoping for the best. So let me stop there for now. I'll contribute later. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, can you hear
Hello.
me, sir?
Oh,
Mr.
yeah, I
TBD?
can hear you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. You are done, right?
Yeah, for now, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. CBD. May God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me call on the next person, my people, so that everybody can have the opportunity to give their submission quickly to come back to the rest people again. All right. Let me go to before I come to you, Mr. Black Panther, as opposed to come to you now, but let me give opportunity for Mr. Kenny. Mr. Kenny, I would like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Because the last time you came in yesterday or so, or day before yesterday, you could not say anything. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening,
Thank
Ogasa, Mr. Najawa. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, my brother. It's good to
Good
have you.
evening. I really appreciate you. Really, for this good job. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Talking about Nigerians living in Nigeria every day is not easy. It's just like talking to a stone. Nigerians living in Nigeria are just like a stone, nothing goes into them. I really appreciate you for talking every day. I know it's not easy. You're really trying. May God bless you and grant all your heart desire in Jesus' name. For me, I don't really have much to say. It's just that what I saw is that the hardship have not done with Nigerians yet. And when the hardship get to everyone, they will rise up against bad governance and against INEC. I keep on saying it that until we have a constitutional review before Nigeria can move forward. For me, I know how old I am now. I don't participate in anything election in Nigeria. This is my first time. I have interest about election or about governance or about anything in Nigeria do with governance. This is my first time. Since I turned 18, I don't participate in anything about election in Nigeria because we know how it is. Only the strong survive. They go there, do their things, they get away with it. It's just as a normal. Before Nigeria can recover from this issue now, it will take years. You will see the next election, nobody will come out. And this is going to be a problem because the bad people will keep on ruling and the citizen will keep mute because no trust in INEC. It's only INEC that can allow us to elect a good leader. We will keep on talking and talking every day. There's no change. Nothing will happen. If we just keep on every day, 4 years now, we just go down the drain. It's going to be a wasted 4 years. I pray that it will not get to that 4 years. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know. For me, not that I'm not supposed. I don't like Tinubu one day. I know that nobody can remove him there. Nobody. I don't see that person that will say, "Oh, I don't see no protest." Even you can protest about bad governance. You can protest about INEC, but you cannot protest to say, "Oh, Tinubu must go." Because the North now they are not protesting or the South. No one is protesting. The protest in North is just a protest about about just Kano alone. It's not a protest about Nigeria generally. You know, if it's about Nigeria generally that a problem that is facing Nigeria, then everybody will join. Now they're just protesting about the election in Kano. That's all. And the election in Kano, what is the problem? Is INEC. Until that constitutional review that Tinubu, the president must not elect INEC chairman. The INEC chairman must be elected by the Nigerian citizen. And the INEC chairman must give an account to Nigeria citizen, not the president. Now, INEC can do anything they want to do. The president can do anything they want to do because INEC always give account to the president, not Nigerians. And they use the taxpayers' money to fund INEC. This is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And nothing will change. And the leaders, the satanic leaders we have in Nigeria, they are not ready to change. They are not ready to match their break in terms of spending. You know how much trillions they want their budget now for 2024? You know how much trillions? That money, if they go and borrow, you will see nothing. That money, nothing will happen. They will still use the money, spend it on politicians, then having enough money in their bank account so that they use it to bribe for the next election. They are preparing for the 2027 election. That is what they are doing now. They are not preparing. They don't have any sympathy about Nigerians. They don't have. Their mind is sealed. Even the Labour Party, Senate, they are there. PDP, they are all are the same. All are criminals. All are criminals. Until the head is right, until we get the head right, before the body can follow. Until we get the head right, before the body can follow. If the president is good, down to Senate, down to the governor, everyone must do something right because they want to emulate the president. Now, both the governor, the Senate, everybody is behaving like the president, behaving like criminals because everyone in Nigeria, they are all criminals. Both the governor, the president, the Senate, the House of Assembly, all are criminals. They are behaving like Tinubu. They are behaving
Uh,
like him.
my brother, do you think it's right to generalize totally like that?
Okay, just tell me one apart from Alesoti, tell me one government that is doing right in that 36 states. Just point one.
Actually, the Labour, I'm not saying they are doing as much as they should, but the Labour Party senators have recently started doing what is expected of them. They
What
have
are
been
what are they doing? What are
they've
me?
been
Because me,
I wanted to
okay.
give you an
I'm
example. At
watching.
least
I'm listening.
oh yeah, they've been opposing some of the motions. You saw them. Even the other man is called. What's the name? The one for Umaya. Is it Umaya Senatorial District? The one that is calling out for the release of Nnamdi Kano. The one that also has been challenging some of the motions. If you're following some of those things, I think it's because maybe sometimes we do not follow those Senate meetings and all that.
Just that me.
They,
Sorry
they
to
are
say
not.
that
They are not
I
doing
don't even
as
have
much.
interest
Can I
about.
ask a question?
Okay.
So, but do we think that singing that song, that nonsense song that they
That's
sang,
where I wanted to come in
do
now.
you think? Do
They
you
were
think? Hold on,
singing.
sir. Do you think they should
These
have
are the
walked
same
out,
people that
or
were
they should have
singing
remained
those
there?
horrible music yesterday.
And
That
everybody
is
stood up.
that
Everybody in
is
the Senate,
APC.
everybody stood up. Both the Labour Party, PDP, they all stood up for that
They,
nonsense Bola Tinubu, your mandate
I
we get.
saw that, but
This is
that
what
is
we
not.
will get.
They were supposed to have walked out of that
Exactly.
assembly at that
You
time.
Okay,
know,
okay. Let's assume that they didn't work out, but they did not sing. That is
But
APC
they
senators
But
have
they
to
singing.
but they
sit down.
stood. But they
No,
stood up.
they have to sit down. That is they have to make a protest that this song is not right in this kind of environment.
Did they
They have
stand
to
up or
sit
not?
down and oppose it.
I'm not even sure about the standing, but if they stood up, that's also wrong. But let's not go as far as saying that they were singing with them. They
No, no,
didn't.
no. No. It's on
The issue,
them.
the issue is not even
It's on
singing.
them. They should
Once
have
he's
walked
presented
out.
that, it's supposed to be national anthem. It's
It's
supposed
not
to be a
sitting
national
alone. Sitting
anthem.
alone is not enough. They should have walked out.
so none of them could oppose that music yesterday.
Nobody. I was just watching it. I don't feel sorry for I just feel sorry for Nigerians, and I feel sorry for myself also because Nigeria is my home. Because if all this thing is going on, how are we going to get the country right? That is the reason why for me to listen to Nigerian news these days, I don't have interest about listening to Nigerian news because nothing good is coming out. Not I
Oh,
want to listen to
hang
Bola
on for 1
Tinubu
minute.
or
Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate you so much. Really. Sometimes I'm
Thank
really
you.
tired. Really.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you
your
so much.
contribution. God
Thank
bless you.
you. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Let me come to Madam Nena. Madam Nena, I can see your network have been throwing you out and in and all that. So if he's stable right now, I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, man.
Yeah, good evening, Miss Ivy. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, my network has been messing me up, left, right, and center. I don't know what's going on here. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm able
Thank you very
to.
much, man.
Able to make it at this moment to be here. You know, I've been missing a lot of things. Once in a while, I sneak out of job and listing, but it's not been very consistent. Thank you so much. All protocols observed, everyone on the line, service, very consistent and everything. I appreciate you and I appreciate everybody that is still lending their voice to speak about the things that are going on in Nigeria. Honestly speaking, Nigeria is messed up right now. I don't know if there's a word that is greater than being messed up. That is where this country. Sometimes I ask myself, is Nigeria actually a country? I just see it as a geographical location where some human beings are living mixed with some animals. That's just the way I see Nigeria these days. Because I don't the kind of things that happen in Nigeria, I am still making my research to know that if there is any other nation that some of the things that happen in Nigeria, I mean, that you can see some. I'm not saying that see everything that happens, but just see some of the madness that goes on in Nigeria. If there's any nation that you can see a little bit of the things that goes on in Nigeria, things that we accept, things that we condone, things that we see and look away. I'm still trying to understand if there are nations where such things are happening at the level at which it's happening in Nigeria, and people are just letting it go at the level at which people are letting it go in Nigeria. It baffles me. It baffles me. Like somebody, I saw a case that somebody asked before the first time my this thing was thrown. The person said, who do we cry to? Nigeria, I mean, to me, Nigeria has moved from the point of being a country that things get annoying, and it's gotten to the point where it is scary. It gets to the point, when things get to the, I don't know for that, but that's the way I see it. Nigeria's situation is scary, not just painful at this point, but it is scary. Where it's scary in the sense that you are in a country that you call, there's supposed to be a home, there's supposed to be that is supposed to give you a little sense of security, a little sense of identity and everything. But you realize that everything that makes a home is literally missing. The security is not there. The luxury. When I'm talking about luxury, I'm not talking about having affluence or having millions and billions. The simplest, the basic, the simplest of the things that people could just say, at least I can use. One time like that, I was talking to, somebody. We're just discussing about, some of the things that happen in Nigeria. The guy was like telling me, he said, at least in this country where we are, we say that America is stressful. The reason why America is stressful is, because we were talking. I told him, I'm like, the reason why we come from Nigeria, we say Nigeria, America is stressful is because at least we have a job to do. A lot of people in Nigeria, everybody, every situation, but they have their own stress and stuff to go through. So we're just analyzing the whole thing. The guy was like, at least if there's no other thing, after all the stressful day, after all the wahala, I can just go into my house, flip the light, and the lights come on. If there's no other thing, I can just open the TV, and even if it means switch to maybe watch one comedy or something like that, could just laugh away the stress of the day. Like the simplest things that could just ease off a little bit of the tension that you go through every day. You can at least enjoy it in most of these nations. But you come to Nigeria, there is just absolutely no way you can say, okay, I can find soccer, a little bit of soccer in this aspect. That somebody goes out, goes through the stress of the day, maybe you didn't have enough food to eat, or maybe you struggle to make a little bit of money to come back home. Then you get back home, you don't have lights. You can't even buy, I don't know how many people that can afford even the gas, the electric gas, like simple thing as a good stove to cook. You cannot come into a good environment. You're even going and you're not even sure of the security. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like Nigeria's situation has become so scary to me. And like we always say, for people in diaspora, nobody, I think we in the diaspora seems to be the ones that feel the pains of Nigeria more than, maybe they do, maybe we are not seeing, maybe they have a different way of showing it. But I feel like we are really the ones that are feeling the pains of our people in Nigeria. Because for people like me, it bothers me so much when I think about the kind of things that goes on in that country that is called Nigeria. And it makes me scared. For me, like I always tell people, I'm one of the people that love to go to Nigeria. In fact, every year I look for a good excuse to travel. My husband doesn't like traveling. It's not that he doesn't like to go. Naturally, he's not just somebody that just love to travel. He doesn't like to fly. So for me, that loves to once in a while, every year I want to look for a good excuse to go to Nigeria. So going to Nigeria now for me has become so scary for me because of everything that is happening. And it does not look as if anything is going to change in the nearest future with the bunch of people that we have right now that have been fraudulently imposed on us as leaders. It is very, I don't know how other people see, but me, this is the way I feel at this point. I am not just angry. I am not just upset. I'm not just, disgruntled by what is going on. I am also afraid and scared of the country that is called Nigeria. In a situation, in a country where you are, something can go wrong. You say, okay, let me run to maybe to the police or to the army or to whatever to go and find, and maybe go to the court of, you can't even boast of things, something like that. Something as simple as just going to report to the authorities, say, look at what is going on, look at what I'm going through, look at, something as simple as that. You can't even see it in a country. It is very, very fearful. I don't know for that, but that's just the way I feel. So coming to the issue of the National Assembly, when I looked at that thing, when I saw that nonsense that they displayed, that's one of the things that brought me to this place where I am this one, and I feel the way I feel about Nigeria. Because when you think about the fact that you have people that ordinarily should be thinking of how to protect you, how to speak for you, how to, bring out your, take your voice to where your voice ordinarily cannot get to. And all they do is just to gather and display this level of foolishness and this level of lack of, I don't know the word to use for the masses. I'm not just trying to get a better word to use. It makes you ask yourself, truly, can we really call Nigeria a country? To me, I see it as just a geographical location where a bunch of people, where people are staying. Some few people are sensible. Majority are just mad. Majority are just acting like animals. And then it brings me to ask myself, a man like Nnamdi Kano, who called Nigeria a zoo, a man like Donald Trump that calls Africa a shithole, do you really blame such people? Because that is what we are even in animal kingdom, animals, they behave in an organized, sensible way. But the kind of things that's happening in Nigeria is very, very appalling, disgusting. How do you even explain it? How do you even explain it that the supposed president of the country is coming into the National Assembly and somebody, so I don't know who prompted the singing of that stupid song that they were singing. And I asked myself, when I saw it on Arise, the thing, the response I typed there was like, has this suddenly replaced the Nigerian national anthem? Because this is not the first time I'm hearing them singing that song where these criminals or this impostor, this apparition is. This is not the first time I heard them singing. Or your mandate we should start. Has that become Nigerian national anthem? That this man walks in and this is what these fools, these old, senseless people, this is all they could think about to sing. And they actually stood up. They actually stood. And some of them actually, revered that moment. Like, the way they sing national anthem before. When we sing national anthem, you want to stand, you want to respect and honor of your country. And this is where we have gotten to. And that brings me again to think, like I said before, somebody might disagree with me. I've said it before. I don't think that what Tinubu does, he does it with just the money he used to entice people. I want to believe that man is highly diabolical. And I say this because I believe that this is even the reason why majority of the supposed men of God, as many of them that dine and wine with these people, they cannot think straight again. And that is why you see them, they open their mouth in the name of what they call prophecy. But what comes out of them is nothing but foolishness. None of their prophecies works anymore. None of their prophecies makes it. Why? Because they have been captured diabolically. They have allowed themselves to be like the proverbial eating of porridge and selling birthright, where you have got to the point where you have lost one, just like Samson that foolishly fell, in the hands of a foreign woman, and he lost his strength, even while he was still walking around, thinking that his strength is with him, without knowing that his strength, because he have gone into prostitution, into affinity with the kind of person he's not supposed to go into affinity with. He still has everything that made him Samson, but then the one singular thing that he needed to do exploit has been taken away from him because he has dined and wined with the person he's not supposed to. That is what I feel that is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria has not been captured only with money, but a lot of people have also been captured diabolically. And that's why I believe that this man called Tinubu is more dangerous than any human being thinks that he is. I stand to be corrected, or somebody can disagree, but that is just the way because how do you even begin to explain what is going on in Nigeria? And how do you even begin to explain that the people that, are supposed to talk and people that are supposed to stand and speak sense into the nation called Nigeria, they are all mute, deaf, and dumb at the same time? The likes of Adeboye, who came out to tell us, these are people that every beginning of the year, they give one senseless prophecies, some empty. These people are people that I see them that they have all lost what is supposed to be their glory because they sit and dine and wine with these criminals. And at the end of the day, they are not only enticed by money, but they have also, because they have unequally yoked themselves with these evil people, they have lost their credibility. They have lost their glory. They have lost what is supposed to be anointing that they have with them. And that is one of the things that makes me, for one person, feel that Nigeria is a scary society right now. It is very, very scary. And how do we get out of this? How did we get here? And how do we get out of this? This is one question that keeps coming into my head. How do we get out of this? It is very, very sad. It is very, very appalling. It's very disgusting. Look at the amount of money they say this man is budgeting. And don't get it, for people who do not know, this money budgeting are all borrowed money. Money that is going to be borrowed. And they're saying that the money he presented, the budget is presented, is 4 trillion higher than the one of last year. So do you people see that we are not making any move? Some people say Nigeria is retrogressing. I always tell them Nigeria is not retrogressing. Nigeria is stagnant. Because if we say we are retrogressing, if we retrogress, that means we can find ourselves. As at the time I came to this country, Naira was 150 Naira to a dollar. I remember very well then that when I send $100 to my people in Nigeria, they are actually getting 15,000 Naira. So we are not retrogressing, because if we are retrogressing, that means we can get to that point back again. But as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is stagnant. That country is not going nowhere. It's getting terrible, heading to a place that it is, I don't know, it is crashed. I can feel the sense, the pain and the anger that, the venom that what is Rufai was. That was exactly the way when he started, he hit inside. It's like, oh my God, God help me. Like, you ask yourself, is this thing happening for real? Like, is this in a reality? What I am seeing, what I am hearing, is it really happening? Is it really real? And then that brings me also to say, we talk about the other parties, Labour Party members, and the likes of them that are in the House. There was a time in this country, America, for people who are in the US and people who follow what is going on in this country, there's always a dignity when people stand. Mr. Elvis will always say it, that even if he stands and there's only one person that stands with him, you rather stand alone and do the right thing. There was a time, there was one guy, one footballer in America that did something that was remarkable in this country. Because of the issue with the way the blacks are being treated and everything, he felt that whatever the national anthem of America, the way everything that happens does not represent the unity and the oneness that the country preaches. So at each time they are singing the American national anthem, this guy would kneel down instead of standing. He started doing it. At some point, people were oh, he's insulting the national this thing, blah blah blah. For people that in the US, some of them will know what I'm talking about. He began then at some point. Gradually, people began to get the message. The point I'm trying to make here is this. Those Labour Party, ABGA, and all these other party, other members of the other opposition parties who were in the house, one of the most dignifying things they should have done at the time that this nonsense was going on would have been either to sit, because the song that was being played is not the one they needed to, they're supposed to stand up to sing. Either they sit in protest, or they can, even if it's one or two of them that took the boldness to walk out. But then, just like Rufai said, where would they get the balls to do it? Because they sat and they gave the 16 million naira vehicle and they collected. You see, my brothers and sisters, that we are in a very terrible state. But I have one message for this Labour Party people. I'm talking about just Labour. I don't care about other parties right now. Labour Party members that are in the house. I understand that some of them were Okada riders, some of them were Keke. There was one that they showed that time. I think he was doing his fish farming. He showed himself. He's like, I mean, even if I get, because I want, does not mean most of them they were peasants who were a nobody. I want to tell them the way Tinubu and his people are going. If you think you got into the house easily, that when the next election comes, the obedience will foolishly come and bring you there. If you get your car, they'll make you clean and keep, because you're going back to that business. If you get your keke, make sure you have not given it out, because you are going back to that being a keke rider. If you people can get to where you are, by no sweat of yours, by no effort of you, by the strength and pain of other people, just because of the love that people have for P2B, they went in there and they were voting all down from top to bottom, LP, without minding who is going there. And you eventually find yourself there by virtue of this mass phenomenon, P2B's phenomenon. And you think you can go there and be exactly that thing that we were trying to change through the obedient movement. You decide to dine and wine with these people. I feel sorry for you. The reason why I feel sorry for you is because these criminals, these are Labor and the Fortitives, this association of progressive criminals call themselves APC. This association of poor, senseless criminals that call themselves APC. If you think they're going to give you opportunity, if your brain is telling you that you will cross carpets and go there and win the election and continue in the house, you are a joker. You people are jokers, because your own is done. You are over. I mean, it's kaput. You're done. You're done. Of everything Dino said, one thing, because Dino, I'm not a sympathizer of Dino for anything. I'm not sympathizing with him. I'm not a fan of Dino. I've never been a fan of Dino. Just like give us a mandate saying, when I got to know about that character called Dino, was when the time I think he was taking was he Dele Momodu around his house. That was when I asked myself, who is this person? That was when I began to know that he's a senator in Nigeria, showcasing wristwatches and shoes and cars and everything. So I'm not a sympathizer, but of everything he said, one thing that I picked there is the fact that until this madness, these human beings that are there now change, there is no point wasting time doing an election in Nigeria. So for these people in the house that went in there under the auspices of Labour Party, with the sweat and pains and the activities of obedient movement, you find yourself opportunity to open for you. You find yourself in the house, irrespective of where the Senate, Rep, Assembly. and you think you can go there and enjoy and forget where you're coming from, I feel sorry for you, because that's your keke, that's your car that you go back there. You are going back there. You are going back there. That is, it's not, in fact, if it's a curse, I'm going to curse you. You're not going back there. Because the pains that make people to come out to join this man, because people saw hope, people saw a ray of light with this man called Peter Obi, and they thought that everybody that rallied him, that rallied around him, that put their names under him, we are ready to think, reason, and act the way he would have acted. And you people went there, decided to do. And there's one particular Labour man that I want to call out here, and that man is, I think, Chief Ume or something like that from Anambra State. Chief Ume, I am so disappointed in you. I am disappointed, and I am disappointed that you of all people, for me, for one person, I know this man, I respect him, and I know his relationship with Peter Obi. To think that you will be in the house, that since all this madness has been going on, people like us have not heard from you, and you are joining in this foolishness. I am so disappointed, and shame on you. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. It is so sad that we cannot even say that we have people that all the efforts, even if we did not get at those points the presidency, at least we expected that those in the house should have stood up to say, you know what? Even if our man is not, even if our principal, this mandate was stolen from our principal, but we are going to show him that we are with him by doing right for the people in the house. But no, people chose to go there to do exactly like these people. I don't know what to say. But the only thing I have to say is that Nigerians, you guys, it should be very clear to you that nothing good is coming out. Nothing good is coming out. But as for all these people that went in under the auspices of a Labour Party, enjoy it while it lasts, because it's going to be your last. That is just what I have to say. My heart is burdened. I am pained by the kind of thing that I see in Nigeria. I am not just pained, but I am scared for what and where this country called Nigeria is going to. It is horrible. It is horrible. And for the people in Kano, you people are crying today. Because NMPP was disenfranchised. I wonder how many of them that actually raised their voices to cry of the injustice that was meted out in the 29th election. I wonder. But anyway, let's watch and see. Let's keep watching and see. But where Nigeria is today is a very dangerous place, and it's going to get worse. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. I know my time is gone. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Nena. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you. It's good to have you here today. Thank you. All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you right there. Black Panther, finally, we need to come to you now. I guess you are free to talk to us now.
Hey, I don't tire. My seat they born here.
Thank
you.
Hey, thank you so much.
You know, do I went for me.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I better talk to us.
Oh, Nigeria, we hate you. God bless everyone. God bless you, Mr. Naija Watch. God bless all the speakers that have spoken. I've been on the backbench, trying to, put things together in my head and on paper. And I want to thank Madam Nena. You have spoken eloquently and as a patriot. I want to thank everybody, other protocol observed. I want to start with one, Dino Melaye. You see, we all are getting this thing wrong. You see, I am not defending Dino Melaye. I am trying to see show the situation in which Dino Melaye himself, and in which any one of us, we also find ourselves if we decide to go in there. Dino Melaye found himself in a place, in a poorer place, in a state where you don't have any option. But Dino Melaye tried more than a lot of the bad carriers we have in the Senate. When he was in the Senate, he fought like never before. They even fought recklessly that they thought they had set close, everything, just to get a way forward. You see, the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria is that we all have not really realized that we are not yet a nation, but a state. I am one of the apostles that have spoken this thing here. I have been attacked. I have been caught. I told everyone here, if you can remember, I said, if until Jesus Christ come, I will still stand on my ground that Nigeria is not yet a nation, but just a state. And I will speak on that as we go on. Look, Dino Melaye spoke a word. And the word Dino Melaye spoke is the word that we want. And yet we are following him as a person. But we are not looking at the word. We've argued this thing before. Yeah. We are looking at him, but we are not looking at the word. That same word, we can have a rub-off with that word. We'll stand up and have a good rub-off with the word. But yet, we are focused on the man. Let's explain Dino Melaye. Dino Melaye belongs to a party, political party. Despite that, quote and unquote, is corrupt. But the system which we practice today, if any one of us enter that system, you'll be corrupt. I will explain that. You see, Dino Melaye has not held any position. He was a senator of his senatorial district. And as a senator in Nigeria, you are bound to be a billionaire. Except you say, no, I don't want anything. You are bound. You go fact check me. You are bound to be a billionaire. There are so many ways. There are so many excuses for all of them. Dino Melaye is he loved something and he did what? He said, yeah. He said they should go and fact check. He said he built social schools for his senatorial district. None among us have gone to find out. He did not participate in the election because he was under attack. None among us has really found out what really happened. He's speaking here, the election was not held. Place. He spoke that the election that was held, presidential election, was stolen from in the house where the collation was done. No, it was only him. Even the Labour Party members sat on the ground. That means they've conspired. That's the signal of conspiracy. When you cannot stand up to tell the director or the INEC chairman that he's not following the rules and regulations, what is so tight neck fist that you cannot say follow the rule that you gave us and stand up and object to it? What is so strong in that? Now, it brings me to the Labour Party itself. You see, when I spoke about the party, the ESCO of the party, and I made mention of the chairman to do the needful so that he will carry him along because he's going to be the vessel we use to move. They came here, they said they are all under whatever case in court. They are in case in court. On your Monday we shall stand. They all stood up. What does that tell you people? Conspiracy of his highest order. No objection, but conspire. What we have in Nigeria, as a Nigerian president, you are the supreme leader of the Nigerian state. Quote me. As a Nigerian president, you are the supreme leader of Nigeria, and you as a subject under the presidency, you have no what? You have no rights. That is what your constitution says. But the constitution will just say blah 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 blah. Some people come here and start quoting jargons. The name of the presidency of Nigeria is called the supreme leader of Nigeria. That is what it's called, and that is what that conspiracy, that constitution, that nonsense paper they gave us, that Abu Salami gave us, that is the power he gave to the presidency. The most powerful human being on the planet Earth, that constitution gave it to him. and is called the supreme leader of Nigeria. I made mention of the Labour Party. I said that man should come out, the chairman should come out and tell us, give us the blue white paper, how the election went and how they spend the money, and everywhere everything comes out clean. This is what we do. And finally we say we object to what the case that came up in the, they did not answer our case, rather they spoke what's on their mind. Up to today, Labour Party have not answered my question. We must come out clean. Let me, Miss Madam Lena, if those people in Labour Party, since the Labour Party ESCO could not come out clean to tell us, give us a blueprint on the paper, how they went in the whole election, what transpired in the election, they cannot do that. Let me tell you, Madam Lena, if those Labour Party senator comes again, they are coming with bag of money to give to the ESCO, and they will qualify them to run for another election, and they will rig it with Agbado, and they will win again. The reason why they will win, the supreme leader of Nigeria, which is the presidency, we authorize the rigging, and it will be successful. Why? Because you have a constitution that is not your own, that was written by the Fulani oligarch. I stand to be corrected. Written by the Fulani oligarch. We should call a spade a spade. They wrote that thing to give to us. With some conspirators from the South, lawyers, they wrote it with them, and they gave it to. Obasanjo did not see the constitution when he was sworn into power. Nobody asked that question. He said it himself. Nobody can ask that question. Even the legal luminary, the so-called Falana, whose wife was given an SAN of recent, could not speak. Now I know why he could not speak, because he wanted the wife to become a son. And the son jubilated with him. They all snap pictures. All of us are not even seeing. Nigeria is not a nation. I was in a conference yesterday. They finished it, but I went in. It was done in Michigan State University by this man called the Hamas son of Hamas. He spoke one thing which I hold in a higher esteem. He said, it is not, look, he said, I will refer to Nigeria. That Nigeria is not yet a country. It is a state. And in a state, what happened in a state? Corruption. The people that drive the state love corruption. They love nepotism. They love chaos. They love fear, so that people will fear them. But a nationhood, a nation requires selfless service. Service to build your country, to showcase your country, to show the brotherhood in a country. But the corrupt leadership love a state where they can oppress the already oppressed by nature. The already oppressed. Because among us we find the poor. We are talking here, some people will come into Nigeria, they will tell you that, oh, Nigeria can run like that. They can run with the constitution. Then what we need is some people are trying to exterminate our generation. We need a military. These are the conspirators. An educated man who knows simple ideology of the creation of the country, how a country should run, and you are in a place where you can learn how a country should be run. You said we don't require a constitution, that what we have, we can use it. That we can stand under a constitution where they label the president as a supreme head. He can do and undo, but we just need a military to continue to oppress us in a state where you don't have a constitution. Look, my brother, I will not stand in a place where somebody will come out and mesmerize and look at me as a shenanigan. As a man, he can step upon to speak eloquently well. Some people look at it eloquently well. He has spoken, but he has spoken the voice of the oppressors. That is what they are doing. They want to turn the table around, but we have been consistent with it. Nigeria requires a new constitution until we move, until we all sink it into our blood marrow. I have spoken this before. I am not moved. I'm like a pregnant woman who gave birth. A pregnant woman who's about to give birth is not moved, because he knows that he's going to give birth, but it's going to be painful. He's going to give birth successfully. I am not moved by what is happening in Nigeria. I am not moved by all of them stood up above their national item, because I know Nigeria is a state, it's not yet a nation. I told you, until we want change the trajectory, until we all here start to speak on the matter, Nigeria must become a nation. We must, a new nation was born when a constituted body by law was organized by a president who we tag as a weak president, GEJ. He constituted by law, paid by your money. You and I by your money. And this was consensuously agreed upon. And what do we have? Somebody sat on it. And what do we see? All of us went cold-blooded. We could not talk. We require just one person that is talking. Why is Falana not talking today? Because he has joined the bandwagon of the oppressors. My wife is a SAN. Me, I'm a SAN. So what else? Money flows. If we talk, we are giving 200 million naira. That is it by your supreme head called the president of Nigeria. That is what it is. The presidency, the supreme head of Nigeria is for sale. Who has the money can buy it. But if I'm there, let me finish my own because it is my turn. I said Nigeria is not yet a nation. We are still living in a euphoria. Owolo was said it now. I don't know why we are. History is repeating itself, and we are repeating history because history has spoken that voice that Nigeria is not a nation. And we are repeating history yet that Nigeria is not yet a nation until we turn the clock round and go back to where a new nation was born, and a constitution was invoked and was signed by every 6 cardinal point areas in Nigeria. They were signed by them, and they said we agree with this new drafted constitution. Let us go ahead with it. Why is it that the caliphate sat on it? That's a question for all of us. I stand here until we start to voice our eyes out. We have only one road now to pass. I know something is going to happen. When we enter the second phase, we will know that road, it will happen. Until we voice out that we need that constitutional conference to be invoked so that all of us can speak on it and we can look at it where Nigeria will speak. INEC, FEDECO, if you guys were around, FEDECO was like INEC. It was done by the military. They created another one. It was done, and now they created INEC. Why? Because they found corruption all over the place. It happened during FEDECO time. This same thing you are seeing, so it happened, and that is history repeating itself. And we are all here speaking how we are going to take power. You cannot take power if you don't spread red oil in this situation. The only way we can peacefully go is for us to invoke that constitutional conference paper so that we can talk on that. We have a legal way out. We can go to the World Court that they are refusing of our rights because we paid for that constitutional conference, not them. We paid for it. And somebody will come here and tell you that, oh, Nigeria is a nation. What about the island? Island is versatile. They speak different language, but they don't have a constitution, but they are still existing. Look at him faking himself. Let him look at the mirror and talk to himself, or let him go and listen to himself. Is this an academician speaking, or this a corrupt entity speaking? We should all voice out. Nigeria, everywhere, voice out. We need that constitution to come. And for the people rioting in fighting for their right in Kano, they are fighting for their right in Kano, not for their right in Nigeria. I was the one that said the northern people should arise for a national issue, not they can arise for a state issue. Yes, it is good. They have the right. They are doing it well. But when it comes to the national issue, they refuse coming out because what you are seeing today is orchestrated by politicians. It is not from their mind. It is not from their mind. If they want a nationhood, because they are still living in the inferior of a statehood, if they want a nationhood, why we were fighting for a right that was taken from us by these Agbado people? They should have arisen. All the Northern brothers all the Northern people, spoke people that came out in the social media, they were all being on the fence, trying to stretch their tentacle, trying to mingle it with religion. I have said it here. There's one thing they use in holding Nigerians down. It is religion and ethnicity. That is what they use in holding us down. That is why you see, from the southwest, they cannot arise. From the middle belt, they cannot arise. Because they paid the price. They paid their money. They all have a price tag. That is why they cannot arise. In every revolution, you need leadership. Where is the leadership? We cannot find. Because all of them that Nigerians hope for, they have joined the bandwagon to sell this great country, which is a state, it's not a nation, to sell it to the Atlantic Ocean and cry, who can buy Nigeria? That is what they are all doing. I have told you guys, go and research on Venezuela and see Venezuela has no voice anymore. That is how Nigeria is going to be if you continue this trajectory. We have no voice in Africa anymore. Why? Because we have sold our birthright by peanuts to anybody that can buy. People are coming. Germans have come. The Chinese have come to buy, and they bought. Germans are coming to buy, and I believe they bought. So, Nigeria Watch, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do it. I will do more, and I will continue to speak the truth. I have said it. It's only the truth that people will attack. I will continue to say the truth till Jesus Christ comes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for standing with the truth, my brother. It's the only way. Thank you. God bless you for your submission. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Please continue to press on the like button if you know you have not yet done. So I would like to appreciate Kingsley Ogeria. He thanks for the super chats. I also like to appreciate Madam Amebride. Thanks for the super chat. May God bless you all. I really do appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's call. I think we still have one or two to go before. Yes. Mr. Idubizi, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Paul, thanks for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Elvis. Good evening from here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, very clear. Talk to us.
Oh, all right. Let me speak first about the National Assembly members singing Tinubu's campaign slogan. It's very shameful. And I don't think that it has shown that most of these lawmakers, they have the same character, whether they're in Labour Party or not. They don't realize, I don't think they know the weight of their duty as lawmakers. And like Rufai said, they don't know that they have an equal level. They're at an equal level with the other two arms of government, the executive and the judiciary. So they just go in there, and it appears all they are interested in is what they will get. They've forgotten how they came to the place, particularly those that were elected under the Labour Party banner. It's so sad. It means that whether they are in Labour Party, they're just there as nominal Labour Party members. Their heart may be in APC because they don't see anything wrong in the way the APC is running the government, and they are following them, doing everything. This debate, all this money they are borrowing, particularly these new ones, Tinubu, aside the budget he presented, I got learned that he brought in a borrowing request for some billions of dollars and euro. And it is their duty to even oppose it by asking the ones that has been borrowed by him what they use it for. But I guess they will not do that. So you see, they are the people, the Nigerian people are just on their own. These people are just there to make a mess. It's like people living in a dilapidated building or house that is about to collapse. People will be taking whatever they want to take from the house that is still valuable. Say, after all, the house will soon collapse. Let me just take whatever I can. So when the house collapse, I still have something to hold on to. That is what they are doing in the National Assembly. They don't care about the country. It's very, very sad. I don't know how we are going to do it, but I believe the people must have seen enough now to be gingered. But the best Nigerians are not bothered too, to some extent. Everybody wakes up every day and go about their job, their private business as if all is well, but all is not really well. We have multifaceted problem across the country. Apart from the economic hardship, there's still the problem of severe insecurity in the country. People keep dying every day, kidnappers everywhere. And they don't speak about that. Last week, or early this week, no, that should be last week, 100 persons were kidnapped in an area in Zamfara. I don't think they even discussed that the following Tuesday, because they usually resume on Tuesdays. Soon now, Christmas is around the corner. Soon now, they'll give themselves another long vacation and just go enjoy all they have gotten so far and come back to begin to cook up ways of looting more. And now that they want to pass budget, you see horse trading will start now between them and ministries. That is how they usually do. Those who are new, they will be taught what others are doing and they will join. So it's as if like somebody who, if you put a sugar in somebody's mouth, you expect the person not to lick the sugar. The person will take it. For those who don't have integrity among them, particularly the opposition and lawmakers, they're not doing. They're supposed to be vibrant. Like somebody said on this show, if it's one person, let the person stand alone, but nobody is talking. They all seem to be doing the same thing. The Labour Party shifting that Madam Nena mentioned, he used to be in ABGA. He was a senator under the last dispensation, under ABGA, before he moved over to Labour Party. And I'm sure he wouldn't have won re-election if he was not on the Labour Party ticket. He would have lost because there are so many contending opponents there. But when they come, they don't think of it. I don't know what some would say they are doing some things for their own people in their constituency. That is good for them, and they don't need to rock the boat when they come to national assembly. But that is not what the people want. If you want them to oppose what is going on, always touch, even if the votes will go against them, they should mention these things that are going on so that people will know, recording that history has said that you people spoke, even though your talk did not find support, lost support because you are not in the majority party. But at least say, always stand and talk about what you see, like Abaribe was doing when Buhari was in power. But I don't know, maybe now whether he's taking it easy now or he's just keeping quiet and said, okay, I've talked a lot. Nobody's supporting me. Let me just keep quiet and all that. So the thing is so terrible. I don't know where we are going to go from here. And secondly, know that Tinubu is a deal man. He likes deal. He will offer you something. Those knowing very well from Lagos know that is how he has been doing his things because of his criminal tendencies. He will offer you something and expect you to accept that and then do what he wants you to do. All this money is going now. They will approve it. There will be little or no debate about it. This is why Akpabio said that they are going to send the budget to the appropriate committees to look at and all that, and within a week or so they'll come back and they will just pass it. It's just a simple thing. They'll just do it like that. Okay, the money now, where are they going to get that kind of money? 27.something trillion. Some of them will go into debt servicing and all that, but the money is nowhere. What they will do, the revenue the country will make from oil, seaports, and all that, most of those money now, they will not channel many of them to what the project they're going to do. But it is that same deal. They will just divide. It's following the Tinubu the Buhari playbook. They will do what they want to do, and that will be all. But nobody will call them to account. The lawmakers, they are supposed to be working for Nigerians, for the people, because they were directly elected by the people. They're supposed to go there and talk, even those in the party, in the ruling party. But it's unfortunate. They have seen that Nigerians are not standing to fight for themselves. So, and they're doing whatever they want to do. And like the last speaker said, Black Panther, the country is completely in a mess. This thing will get even tighter. They will squeeze the opposition and ensure that they snuff out life out of the opposition parties by all means and run things the way they want to. At least they have all those small parties who may be wrong, who if others boycott, they will. If the major ones boycott, those ones will still run because they will know what they will get something at the end of the day. But the bottom line is that we need to come down to the round table and renegotiate Nigeria. Nigeria, nothing is working. This system we cannot get any good yield from what is going on in the country. And people who want the current system to continue are people who want Nigeria to be backwards. It is high time we come back and reorganize our country by starting to negotiate to say, do you want to remain as one country? If the answer is yes, how do we do it? Everybody will sit there and talk. The way the democracy is being run now is very faulty. The president cannot continue to appoint INEC chairman and commissioners of INEC and state president electoral commissioners. It doesn't work like that. If it continues that way, they will keep influencing them and they will do their bidding. The judges, the same thing. I know the president appoints judges even here, but there's a way it is done following the real on merit, like Professor Shido Dinkalo said in his interviews. The things are not being done that way. So we copy democracy from America, but we're not doing it the way they do it here to ensure neutrality of all these institutions who normally should work for the people. So I don't know what else to add to what Black Panther said about Nigeria, that Nigeria needs to be renegotiated. That is the right thing to do. Anything we are doing on top of that will not work. Even if they boycott elections in future, if the major parties boycott, they will still find a way to bring some parties, pay them to come and participate, and just to legitimize the APC. And then if the major parties still contest, they will still go the same way. They will rig the election, they will go to court, they will use courts to do what they want to do. See now, Nasarawa, Plateau, Zamfara, Kano. If care is not taken, the governors in the next 1 month or so, all those non-APC governors, they will kick them out and put in their APC governors. In Plateau, they have sacked about 9. Some people say it's 9, 10. Some people say 16 lawmakers from PDP who won the elections. They have removed them. So the governor's party, the PDP, is now a minority party in the Plateau House of Assembly. So, and this thing keeps happening. The same law, the Appeal Court and Supreme Court said party issues that concerning Shetima's double nomination is a party matter. I think they said something like that concerning Shetima in the Appeal Court, or whether it's on Obi's case or Atiku's case, it's a party matter. The same thing that they are turning the other way in both Kano and Plateau, that they didn't do proper election, that the Kano governor was never a member of AMPP. The Plateau governor's primaries was not properly done, things like that. Things that were supposed to be party issues. So, and people should not be keeping quiet, but unfortunately, there are people, apart from people of Kano, who are making comments, who are protesting. The rest of the country should be protesting, at least from that, in that Kano area and all that. People across the country should be talking about that thing, the Kano, because that one has no judgment has been done yet. People should start talking about it, because hopefully, if the agitation or protest spread beyond Kano, maybe these people may listen and they know that the people are waking up. Let's allow this thing to lie low. From there, people will begin to talk about other ones. Then I was surprised that just was it yesterday that Aburi came out and said that they are yet to receive the certified true copy of the judgment, and that the Supreme Court justices in their ruling, they never specifically dealt with Obi's appeal. I was now wondering why. So this has happened since, and they kept quiet all this while. What were they waiting for to raise the alarm since? I'm not a legal practitioner. I don't know whether there's any room to revisit that matter in the Supreme Court. I don't know. Maybe people who are well learned here may tell us if nothing can be done about it. But that goes to show the kind of corruption, deep decay in the judiciary. It's a terrible thing. I don't know how we are going to handle it, but the country is really not getting anywhere to be better. It is getting bad every day. What Tinubu is doing in the country now is to tighten up every loose end, so everybody will be submissive to it. That was what he was doing in Lagos. And in the Nigerian context, because we have corrupt politicians, so wherever he does a deal with, they will support him and they will do his bidding. You can see how Akpabio usually smiles at any time he calls his name or he talks about whatever the request Tinubu brings to them. Because all of them, at the end of the day, they get something from all those deals. It's a very painful thing. I don't know which other okay, on Dino's, what Dino said is okay, but beyond that, what some of us are saying is that there's no need for any election again. We should right now, people should start agitating to renegotiate Nigeria. Everybody should come to the table, because the way the system is run now can never allow neutrality and objectivity in elections. There should be the talk now should be that we should not that Nigeria should dissipate or should not exist any longer. No, but let us come. The system we are running is not working for us. Is it the way these states receive money? Every month they come to Abuja to collect money, and when they go back, the governors will just do whatever they want to do with the money across the country. They don't give account on how they spend the money. They still even use local government money as their own money. Security vote, the same thing. There was not like security vote in the constitution and all that. It was a follow up from the military regime. So the military package is constructed in a way that anybody who is the president will have power to do as he or she likes. And their intention is that their group or whoever they anoint, whoever they want, will always be the one that comes up as president. And that's always been so, except until Jonathan came to power after Yar'Adua died. If Yar'Adua was to finish his tenure and even wants Jonathan to replace him, they wouldn't even allow that. They will remind him that that is not in the original plan. Those of them who run the country. So the country cannot get better under this constitution. We have to come together and sit and decide, look at our country and say, we want to continue this way. What is the future of our children? And at the end of the day, we have to sit down and decide how to run this country, the kind of democracy we're going to practice, how the powers the president will have, the powers the governors will have, the powers the state will have, so that things will be done equitably. If a state now wants to do a seaport, they will still require, as it is under this constitution, they will still require some approval from the federal level. And if the government that doesn't like that state, those projects may be stalled also, because you have to still import materials that are coming from abroad, taxes and all that are there. So they should practice democracy the way they do it in the US here, where they took from. In the US here, states manage their things themselves, except in some areas like defense and criminal justice and all that, and currency. But states run their system. Nobody gives states any other than how to run their schools, on power supply, on healthcare and all that. Even though there's a general federation law that everybody should abide to. And even those laws, they agree on it before it is passed, because they have representatives at the Congress who fight for their states. But we don't do things the same way in Nigeria. All those people you see there, most of them, they are there to just make as much money as they want and take them outside the country to either to invest in something or just to enjoy themselves. It's a sad thing.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. You are very right. It's a pathetic situation we are in Nigeria. Like I said, we all will continue to talk. We are doing our part, but unfortunately, we are not sure who we are complaining to be honest.
Nigeria Watch.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me 10 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I want to correct this notion that people think that I'm attacking the Labour Party. I want the Labour Party ESCO to come out clean so that we can work in a positive force to bring down these senators and House of Rep members. If they don't come out clean, these people from House of Rep members, they will take money and persuade them, and we have no voice. That is why I'm talking now. I am talking now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everybody on the panel have spoken. We're going to have our final submission right now. May God bless every one of you for your patience and for your time with us today. Those of you watching us, those of you on the comment section, and everybody that have participated one way or the other, may God bless you all. Let's have our final submission so we can end the show. We're already over 3 hours here. So let me start with the first person on the panel today, which is still here with us. Give us a mandate. My brother, if you are there, please, let's have final submission. It's going to be 5 minutes now on this final submission. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. There was no way that the National Assembly was not going to pass that budget. It is sacrosanct, and I think already they seen that budget already passed the second reading. But if you listen to what Akpabio said, that budget will be passed hastily, and that's a way to compensate this drug baron criminal for all of the shenanigans they did during the election. Only Nigerians are the one that will arise and take their country back. Then for the song that was sung, well, I mean, I don't bother about that. If the Labour Party or PDP don't do what they need to do, they will still sing more songs. But also, that song is just to re-echo the fact that this guy is an illegitimate president. He does not win. He didn't win the election. He's not going to be getting legitimacy, no matter how he does it. even though he has money, there is one thing he cannot buy. He cannot buy legitimacy. But also, if you can show that picture of Rhoda, so that Nigerians can see and then also continue to advocate for her, that that Rhoda should be released, Roger Jato should be released from prison because of speaking up to evil, that'll be fine. But I think people all said Dino Melaye for me, no matter what what the opinion of people may be, that's their opinion. Dino cannot change his skin. He's a leopard. He cannot change his skin. If only and if only if all of the money used in buying the vehicle that he bought, that he has in his garage, the wristwatches, maybe that would have saved life in Kogi. But that guy did not do anything. Rather, he stole people's money, bought wristwatches, bought different cars, Lamborghini, exotic cars, and people are dying. So Nigerians, when you wake up, you will take your country back from these thieves and wicked men. Until then, I wish Nigerians success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Okay, let me come to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, if you're still there with us, please, I'd like to hear your final submission. 5 minutes.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys again for staying up to the end. I listened to everybody. And my final submission is just to I'm not a prayerful person, but at this point, it's not time to look up to some higher power, because I believe this is no longer a physical or a human effort, because it looks like we're all under a spell. And to break this, we need some kind of intervention. It reminds me of what Macron had said when Niger was trying to kick France out of Niger. He said, Africans are not capable of ruling themselves and they will always need help. And it looks like, you know, I'm beginning to see an element of what he's saying, because I don't know how 200 and something million people can be going under the same, groaning under the same yoke. It doesn't matter if you're the same. And this poverty does not know religion. It doesn't know tribe. It doesn't know status. We are all groaning, regardless of where we are in Nigeria, and yet we cannot still come together. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I have reached out to my spiritual power, because right now it's no longer physical and it's no longer an earthly problem. Thank you very much and have a wonderful week.
Thank you, man. Thank you. God bless you. Have a good evening. God bless you right there. Let me call on the next person, Amashola. Amashola, thank you very much for your patience, sir. If you're still there, please, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you. Talk to us in 5 minutes.
For the Senate, I will only say they have a chance to change things. The Labour Party members have chance to still change things. They still have 4 years to go. The earlier the better for them to start going the way Nigerians want them to go, because they didn't get them there by themselves. So we expect them to speak for the people and not for themselves and not for their pockets. For Agbado, he's done all he has planned for. He's there now. It's left for him to treat Nigerians the way human beings should be treated. If he has any conscience in his mind to make sure that people are not suffering, this budget, he should use it to show it. That's all I need to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, let me hear final submission from Madam Bright is with us. Madam Bright, please, I would like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, ma. It's good to have you here. Talk to us. Thank
you. Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you.
I really have to thank you, and I will continue to say I appreciate you, My big thanks goes to you. And my other thanks go to Bomi Diaspora. Iye here. Iye Nogi. Itwe Obuta. My brother, I really thank you. Let me go back to yesterday. Though I was thought I came back yesterday. I'm a busy woman anyway. I came back yesterday. I met. It was a hot talk yesterday. I appreciate every one of you. The way you ended it, Mr. Elvis, I appreciate you and I love that. Thank you so much. As of today, anyway, if I will tell you that I'm not really tired in the whole matter, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. When we have nobody to cry to, it is very sad. Arola have given the power, as I've been saying, to Tinubu, and is getting everything, holding everybody tight. And we don't know how to go about this. Nigerians, I'm sorry for being too afraid to come out and protect peacefully. Fight to get your country back. It is very sad. Now let me go back to Dino Melaye. Anyway, in some fact, he was trying to say the truth now. And we are also praising, was the first time by INEC where he cried out during election. That's why I'm praising. But Dino is a chameleon. And I'm happy that Nigeria happens to him. Whether he will never change, he's part of them. And now he has gained a lot in politics with all his weight. They are never satisfied. What is this he fighting for? That's enough. So it's just like a drug addict. This their money. They are not fed up of getting money. Money. And they are talking millions and trillions. So Dino Melaye have already survived, got some things from his politics. So it's enough for him. Let him stop that thing because it's still not straightforward at all. And let me now go back to Abati. I praise him anyway this time, what he said tonight. He said the truth, but he's also one of them. He's also APC. Then to go to the House of Senate. I don't know. Our national anthem now is that they are now standing on Tinubu mandate. Now we have to ask, what are the Labour candidates doing there? And Oga Abure said that because of the court case. Is the court case not yet over? And can they talk, even if they are in the court? Can they talk? Mr. Elvis, saying the whole thing for not seeing anybody to cry to, I don't know how we are going to handle these things than for we Nigerians to come out and really protect peaceful one. If there's any way we can take this mandate back from Tinubu, my own is just Obi to be there, don't it? No, that is why I'm here. So if they can't do that, I don't just know. I'm sad. So Nigeria is already messed up, captured. I'm sorry. I don't know how to go about this. If there's any way, I will be happy. I'm just here to see that something is happening. That is why I'm still here. But thank you, Mr. Elvis. That's just all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
I thank the
Bright.
house. I thank everybody. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. Thank you very much for coming around today. God bless you, and thanks for the support earlier on. I appreciate you all, my people. So let's quickly move on to others that have not said anything for this final submission. So I would like to go to Mr. ECBD. Mr. ECBD, sir, please give us your final submission, 5 minutes, then Madam Nena. Okay, Mr. ECBD is not available. That's fine. Madam Nena, are you there with us? Okay, Madam Nena is not available as well. So I'll move on to Mr. Edubusi. Please give us your final submission, 5 minutes. Then we'll come to.
Yeah, I'll make it snappy. I want to use this medium. I know some Labour Party officials may be watching this thing, that it is their duty to call the lawmakers and sit them down and remind them of how they were voted into power, how they even got the party ticket in the first place, and that they were voted to power because people believed in Obi and people thought that they are going to fight for them. There's so much opposition they can do. So many things are going wrong in the country that they're supposed to be bringing to light. They're not going to fight other lawmakers from APC or PDP, but you should be pointing out all those things. Stand by the people. Always point out that the people are suffering and that the people want change. We want things to change in their life. Cost of living, cost of fuel, and other things that go on, insecurity. People cannot go back to their homelands. villages or even to farm and all that. Those are things that should be pointing at the suffering of the people, and they need to utilize the funds that they are approving. They need to properly utilize it and monitor how it is being utilized. These are things they should be saying. Nobody will put knife on their throat to cut it. They should be saying that. I don't know why they are afraid. Maybe there's something that goes in there. When they get in there, they will be shamed and begin to behave like the APC lawmakers. So they should be reminded how they came to get that seat, including the FCT lawmaker, Senator Mrs. Kingibe. She has made efforts in the past to become a senator. She didn't get it until this time. And she knows clearly that it was because of the Labour Party supporters across in FCT that she got that position. So that is one. And that one is about what Dino said. Dino has said, yes, he has exposed what INEC is. And everybody now knows that it is really INEC is really a rotten place. Even the Labour Party man in Imo who wants to go to court, I don't think INEC has even given him certified 2 copies of the election results or materials that he wants to present. He wants to use as part of his evidence in court, just like he did to Obi. So it's the same playbook. So they feel that they have just captured the country, and the country is under their control. They are using INEC and the judiciary. So, and some prominent Nigerians who should talk are not talking. So it's left for the people to come out and begin to protest, even if it means in small measure across the country. Maybe when they begin to do this, these people, they will definitely shake. They know that the game is up. So that's the only thing. We are just urging Nigerians to try and take their country back. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It's good to have you on the panel today. Thank you. God bless you. All right, Black Panther, please give us your final submission. Let's round up. You're the last on the panel. Thank you, sir. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch, for giving me this opportunity to talk. I want to speak to every Nigerian. When the military junta entered power in the person of Babangida, we were all praying. We prayed for 8 years. Nothing happened. Until pressure, was not prayer, it was the works of our hands through NADECO and other pressure group that made Babangida to step down. He said he was stepping down. Understand that statement? He said, I am stepping down, but I'm not far from the throne, from the supreme throne. Now, we civilians, we are getting power now. We all are sitting down praying. You see one thing about Nigeria, we can pray. There's nothing bad in prayer. But we are faithless. We are faithless. We don't have faith. It is only when you mention, I'm talking against my papa. That is when you see their faith will rise up. That's what you get. Because when you are faithless, you become a carnal person. And that is what is happening in Nigerian Christianity. They are what? They are faithless. They don't have faith. You keep on saying, I'll pray. What is wrong in acting on the word of God or the word that you have pronounced from your own mouth? Because by your word you shall be judged. You cannot separate yourself from your word because it is your word, it is whom you are. We fought against Babangida. Many were down. That is what you call a revolution by organized society of Nigeria. There's nothing bad in praying, but when you pray, act your faith. But when you pray, continuously praying and praying on one particular issue, that is a faithless Christian. That is a faithless Christian, I repeat. The only thing here we have been talking, Nigerians are docile. I pray to God that we should not be so docile to this extent that there will be a sort of division in the military and military will take over. Because our docility and our quietness the military are part of Nigeria, and this thing is hitting hard on the lower cadre of the military, from the rank of the major down. When they will take over, the Nigeria that you are seeing, you will find it hard to see it again. It seems that is what we deserve, because we have so many faithless Christians. They come and allow you people to talk about, I'm a Christian, it is prayer. You are a faithless Christian, because faith, if you don't have faith, you cannot please God. You cannot continue to pray on one particular thing without not acting on your word. Your word is to take your birthright from the hands of the oppressors. Your prayer point is for Nigeria to become a country. And how do you become a country? To fight for it. When you don't fight for it, you begin to pray for manna to come from heaven. Gone are the days when God was provoked and manna came from heaven. God will never do that again. It is left for you all to stand up and walk your faith. Walk your faith. They preach that in churches every day. You people ignore it. Walk your faith. Stop praying for one particular thing. When you pray it, you walk your faith. Faithlessness makes you all stand in the side of your so-called my father, my father. Why are they silent? Because they are faithless. Because they don't believe. They don't believe in what they are worshiping. They believe in themselves because they have money. That is what they do. Nigeria Watch, thank you for everything. Thank you for what you are doing. You stand on the truth, and the truth will set all of us free. Let everybody be moving around and be saying, oh, we are going to pray. You are faithless. You have prayed enough. Act your faith. Act your word. And let provoke God with your faith. And come out and take what belongs to you. Israel is doing it now. Did they sit down? Did they sit down and start praying to God? They will never turn around. They said, we are going to hit hard on the heart of the Hamas, and we are going to take down. They will never exist anymore. That is the kind of word we want to hear from Nigeria, that the politician will never exist anymore. We take them down. That is what I want to hear from them. They have faith in their fight. Did you watch the video? The military were singing praises to God as they were going to fight. The military, go and watch the video. Some of us are not watching it. Go and watch it. They were singing praises to God in the armor tank, facing the enemy boldly. Not what we are doing. Pray, 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 pray. You don't have faith. Faithless Christian. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right. Voila. Thank you very much, my brother, Black Panther. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll come to the end of this broadcast. But before that, because you talk about these prayers of a thing and all that, I want to, there's a lady that actually got herself into trouble today in the UK. I don't know if it happened today or yesterday, but I got the news today. I like us to quickly read this one here, because everybody, we have our faith, but every country, you cannot be prayer neither to repair their country. I talk about this all the time, not prayer to repair their country. And I believe many other developed countries today, not be prayer that to repair their country. All right. You can see right there, that one there, because it was this blog that posted it. Nigerian nurse sacked and deported from the UK after praying for a ailing patient. Okay, then I would like us to just look what happened here. You're going to be surprised. Okay, now I just read the sad story of a Nigerian who came to UK employed by an agency to work as a carer for elderly people. She was assigned to care for an elderly patient who was dying, and she was reported for praying for the client to get better. Yeah, she was praying for the client to get better. She got sacked and deported back to Nigeria. For those expressing shock at the sack and deportation, let me explain further. As a health worker career in the UK, it is unethical to involve religion or impose your religious views on patients' clients. It seems as abuse of trust and misuse of position. You are expected to simply do your job and focus on your job. Even if the patient client were to bring up a religious conversation, you should refer them to speak with a pastor, chaplain, imam, cleric, or any religious figure. As a health worker, you should not be engaging in religious activities with a patient client. If you get reported to the appropriate authorities, you can lose your job. Many times, this also means you lose your sponsorship and visa to remain in the country. So the reason why I have to bring this one here quickly to run this broadcast up today is that the way we were brought up that if you don't do things in a certain way, you'll be punished. God go punish you. If you don't pray in a certain way, God will punish you. Even though you are doing the right thing, but if you don't apply religious sentiment or religious emotions and all that to it, there's a way you feel that God will punish you. For example, when you go to church, you have 100 naira to put in offering. You hide it because you don't want your fellow church members standing close to you to see that it's only 100 naira you want to put into the offering, because that is how they built it in Nigeria. But if you have bundles of 1,000 naira, maybe 300,000 you want to put in the offering, you bring it, everybody will see. That's hypocrisy. So then, two, in churches in Nigeria, most churches in Nigeria, when you want to give to the church, or if you are a giver in that church, you sit in the front seat. Whenever you come to that church, you will be highly recognized and respected all the time you come to the church, But those that doesn't give openly, maybe they are giving though, they don't give openly, nobody want to respect them. So now, let me come to the last one before I finish. I want to use this one to let people know again that no amount of prayers we are going to pray in Nigeria that will change Nigeria. I'm a Christian, and I don't believe, if you are listening to me right now, I don't believe you pray more than me. And I don't also believe I pray more than you. Everybody have a way of communicating with our Heavenly Father. But if you are one of the people that believe that prayers will change Nigeria, I've been saying this for some time. Some people thought maybe I'm against Christianity or against the people that believe in God. No. That's far away from it. I'm just trying to let you know that we should face the realism of the things that is affecting us, rather than always putting prayer to forward to sort it out. Because UK, now me they talk to us, so UK, no be prayer that they build their country. Everywhere is stabilized. Everything is working well. So what makes you think now that now prayer now will build Nigeria? So I just wanted to bring, it's not part of the topic, because my brother talked about religious or prayers or faith and all that. I just, okay, let me quickly pick, because I get them for my computer since morning. I just, okay, let me present them, please guys, let's do what is right. God has given everybody the power to change our country and to change ourselves. It's just like you running to a pastor to pray for you. You need prayer. You have to look for one certain pastor to now lay hands on your head before you can believe that, whatever you were asking God can be answered. No. For me, are different. Maybe you're all different. Me, I believe that I can pray that prayer and talk to my God directly, and my prayers will still be answered. Right? So everybody is different though, because some people know deep inside this Bible and all that. But I believe that where we are right now in Nigeria, we are far, 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 far backward. And now we pray pass, if not in the whole world. Now Nigeria pray pass. We have churches everywhere and all that. We have religious leaders everywhere. We have believers everywhere. That is fine. I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but I want us to now face the reality of what we are facing now, and do the prayers differently. Or I don't know, maybe what you have been doing for so long and is not working, I think we should make some changes. My people, I know are not to know too much like that. Now where my sense reach, and there they talk rich. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I'd like you guys to press on the like button before you go. I'll thank everybody that came to the panel today with me. I appreciate every one of you, starting with Give Us a Mandate. Thank you so much, Omashala. Thank you, Madam Luke. It's good to have you here today, Madam Ami Bright. Thank you so much, Madam Nena. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you as well. Guy CBD, thank you. Black Panther, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Edubisi. God bless every one of you. Those of you that already left, thank you very much. My brother, Mr. Alex, and many others that left. Thank you. Those of you that called in today, thank you very much. God bless you all. Those of you I could not pick your call, thank you. Please understand with us, we are not a perfect people here. Tomorrow, by God's grace, maybe I will still pick your call. For my people right there on the comment section, I want to appreciate you all. Those of you that supported us today financially, may God bless you all, my people. And those of you that is still right there on the comment section, starting with Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do, for being with me every day, from the first minute to the end minute of my broadcast. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much, everybody, right there. Madam Luke, I can see you as well in the comment section. Thank you. Fumi, thank you so much. Madam Ame Bright, thank you. Imo Sokri, thank you, my wonderful people. Love of God is my strength. Thank you, Madam. I wish you a quick recovery. God bless you. Thank you, my wonderful people. Oriyomi, thank you very much. God bless you as well. Abo Azi, thank you, sir, for all you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. We've come to Dr. Happy Life. I can see you as well. Mark Okunsaya, thank you so much. I can see you, Jacko Obedient, and many, many, many others. Social Metal TV, it's good to hear from you, sir. Thank you so much. Wabo Felix, thank you. See my people. Well, now this, since now you're the background, you're the listen. I go bless all of our people. I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Please help us to press on the like button and share as well as you leave. Thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow